Sistah Speak Nation, this is Joseph from Las Vegas. And on the wise words of Blood from the very first episode of Season 2, fuck the Hightowers.
Hi, sisters. It's Shalita from Philly. Stop naming your damn kids Aegon.
Aloha, sisters. This is Jenna from Hawaii, but unfortunately in Portland. And in the words of Auntie Nisi, we're off to battle again, old girl.
Welcome to Sistah Speak House of the Dragon, where we discuss the HBO Max original series, House of the Dragon, from a sister's point of view. I am Sister LM.
I'm Sister J.
Marlee, and
yeah, I am Sister. That's fine. You want to say your name again? We can splice it.
Yeah, I'm Marlee.
And I am Sister K, and welcome to episode number 15. Let's get started. Woo-hoo-hoo.
Hey.
Welcome, family. As you can see, we are down a different sister this time.
Right? We're tag teaming.
Yep. So we have been graced with the presence of Marlee. Thank you so much, Marlee, for joining.
Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
We would love for you to introduce yourself a little bit and tell the family a little bit about you.
I'm Marlee of House MacLeod.
That's right.
Third, second, and first of her name in that order. And I'll explain that someday. And I live in Mentone, Alabama.
Cool.
Awesome.
Okay.
Awesome. Thank you so much for joining.
Yes.
Helping us fill in our sisterhood today.
Yes.
Before we get into this episode called Regent, let's talk about what we are lipping, sipping, and swagging with tonight.
All right. I will start us off. So I'll start off with my bling. I have amongst my other bracelets, today it's only 4.
Oh my God.
But I have my Soul Sister bracelet. And in honor of Sister A, I also have my necklace with the wine glass, but today it's standing for some ice, H2O.
Okay.
Which I have in my white.
I love the white one. That's
Me
really
too.
Pretty. It's really pretty. Mm-hmm.
I like it. And it is sitting upon my red and black. I have renamed this to be the House of the Dragon official crochet coaster.
There you go.
Thank you, Sister J.
Mm-hmm.
And on my lippy, I have an oldie but goodie. It's a MAC classic. It's from one of their old collections, which was Wonder Woman collection.
Oh.
But the color is one of their classic colors. And it is Russian red.
I was going to say, that's some red.
Nice.
It's red.
That's
Yes.
really good.
And that is it for me.
Oh, okay. Let's see. For me, for my bling, I have my blingy J on. Thank you, Sister A. But you know, I wear the blingy J every day. And my Soul Sister bracelet. Thank you, LM. For my hydration, I have my beautiful Yeti pink bottle with my initials and a beautiful heart on the back. Thank you, Sister LM. And I got some nice cold water with our ice balls in there. And we'll be partaking of an adult beverage. This was on the recommendation of Christine. Thank you, Christine. And this is Ace Brewery. And this is House of the Dragon cider. This is wait a minute. This is pomegranate. No, this is passion fruit pomegranate cider. Wait a minute. I'm going to show you in honor of Sister I bought out my slunger glass. See the little
Oh,
slug?
nice.
But this is what the ale looks like.
Oh, it's kind of darkish.
Ooh. I love
Y'all,
a good hard
okay.
cider.
Let me-
Where did you get it? Is it at Total Wine?
Yes, it is. But now, I had to go to a different Total Wines location here in Dallas area that I
Okay.
normally have because it was sold out.
Oh.
It was getting sold out. Yeah. But I did find it.
Ooh. Okay.
You're going to love it because let me tell you about it, LM.
I see
Now-
Ace on it.
Not only is it 8% alcohol in a glass in one can, but it's no
Oh.
sugar. It's no sugar added.
No sugar?
It's tight.
Listen. Listen. Does it come in a 6-pack, 12-pack?
8-pack.
8-pack. That's different.
You guys, it is really tasty.
Oh,
I
I
cannot-
have to go get it. I have
Because
to
at
find
first,
it.
when it said dragon fruit pomegranate, I thought, I don't know about that. Y'all, it's tasty. It's really good. It's very good.
Pomegranate's good.
Mhm.
Good.
Okay.
Mm.
And
I
from
like
a
the
lip,
can.
no, I'm gonna keep the can.
I really like and I see it says Ace.
That's the brewery, Ace Brewing
Okay.
Company.
Ace
Yeah,
Brewery.
Ace. So I'll send you a pic that I took,
Thank you.
and so you can get the right thing. But
Okay.
from a lippy, I pulled out my tried and true Milani because it's my favorite. And it doesn't come off, as you see in my glass. And this is my number 42 Rose Femme.
Nice.
It's really nice. I love Milani, though, because it's creamy. It is so creamy. You don't need any
Mhm.
topper or anything. So,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and my Aemond Glimmer Sticks lip liner in
And
and chocolate butter sea snack. That's it for me.
And what?
what?
For the sea snack.
Oh, chocolate.
Chocolate.
Oh, you
ran
said it
that
so
together
fast.
real quick. Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
chocolate for sea
See
snack.
snack. Okay.
Gotcha.
Got it. Got it.
All right.
Marlee.
Yeah.
What are you
let's
sipping on
see.
tonight?
I am sipping on water, which is what I'm usually sipping on. And it's
That's
in-
good.
It's not
Me
a Yeti,
too.
but it has my name on it. You can't see it. There it
Oh,
is.
put it in
Oh,
front of you.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's
the
cute.
gift from my nephew and his wife at Christmas.
Aw.
It's very nice.
Yes.
So that is my
Nice.
beverage. I'm not a blingy person in general, but I do
But you
have,
do have some bling.
I do have a little bling. This is Saint Margaret of Scotland because Margaret is my government name. So,
All right.
Oh,
so yeah. Let's see.
from House MacLeod.
Yep.
House MacLeod. So I don't do lipstick because my upper lip is funny, and if I do lipstick, I look like one of those like 1920s cartoon.
Oh, that
You know, with them like them.
Oh,
Like it's got
Gotcha.
points like that. And
you probably don't.
I have never been able to make lipstick work for me. I've tried, and it's funny. It's too close together. It's too
I bet
high.
it looks fine. You
But-
just feel
I think so,
subconscious.
too.
Yeah.
I
But-
bet you it looks fine too.
So
Yeah.
I
I
do
think
have
so.
Burt's Bees Vanilla Bean lip balm, and
Ooh.
it is. I like the texture of it. It's not as waxy as chapstick
Okay.
can be.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I'm digging it. Let's see what else.
We like Burt's Bees.
Oh, here's some bling.
Yes, we
Here's some
do.
bling. Here's some bling.
Oh, you have an egg.
I do. Whoops, I have an egg.
Yeah.
And hang on.
Does it have a little dragon in it?
It does.
Yes. I love
So-
those little dragons.
Yeah,
That's
and
so
that was
cute.
a gift from the people who introduced me to Game of Thrones in the first place. So,
Aw.
and then I have my Sistah Speak ballpoint pen. Swag.
Love
you
it.
swag
Now,
out,
is
you
that
know?
some Is that some permanent?
Yes, this
yeah.
is.
We love
this-
permanent.
We
this is
do.
permanent. It's a band of zinnias, and that was my mother's favorite flower. So I got it long before she died, and she was so mad. I had come home to her house for her house blessing, and she made me cover it up with makeup. I was like a 35-year-old woman, and I was like, "Yes, Mama."
Absolutely.
Okay, Mama, I'll cover it. Okay,
Exactly.
I'll cover it.
Why are you defacing your body like that?
And she was, and she eventually grew to understand that I have this because it's her favorite flower.
Yeah.
And
It looks good.
Thank
It
you very much.
does.
It looks fresh too. I mean, it looks
I
really
know.
dark.
I've had
Yeah.
it since I think 2001, 2002.
Ooh.
Wow.
20
Every so
years.
often I have to get the color on the flowers redone.
Okay.
Okay.
Now I want to get a sleeve, so I got to figure out how to work this
Ooh, that's
into
gonna
a
be
sleeve.
Into
Yeah. It's
Oh
like,
my God.
so it can blend.
You
Yeah.
brave. You brave.
well, I want to get a sleeve before I'm too old to get one. It's like at some point my arm skin is just not going to be welcoming
Yeah.
to that kind of thing. So yeah, that's all. I think I covered all the categories. There you
I
go.
think so.
Yes.
But it looks
Yes.
good though. And we
It
do like
does.
a permanent tats. Yeah.
Oh, I got more.
I look forward to seeing your sleeve.
Yeah.
I look
Yes.
forward to getting it done. I got to get it designed. Somebody's got to design it. It's hard to find
Yeah.
people to do tattoo work around here because it's very rural. But there's somebody that's really good. So
Okay.
I got to get a consultation.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I'll go next for my bling. I have on my Soul Sister bracelet as well in rose gold. Thank you, Sister LN. And my permanent swag underneath. And then I'm also wearing our old blingy. It's hard to see.
Ooh.
Hey.
Yeah.
Oh my
This
gosh.
big t-shirt.
Oh my
Yes.
gosh. That is
I love it.
cool.
I need to get a new one that fits better because this one's a little tight. A little tight. 'Cause my problem is I don't have to worry
Not
about
tight.
sagging skin. I'm grabbing Marlee's accent. You can tell. I don't have to worry about saggy skin because I have a lot of plumping underneath. So it keeps it tight, keeps it nice and tight along with these shirts. Woo, it's rough out here in these
Lord
post-COVID
have mercy.
for my hydration, I have two today.
Uh-oh.
First of all, I have my Sister Speak pink mug with my sister name on it. I love this one.
Yeah.
And
those
I
are nice.
have some kiwi strawberry
Mm.
what is it?
Snapple.
Snapple, thank you. I forgot. what I was thinking.
Ah, okay.
And then I also have my homemade in my non-Yeti Yeti cup. And this is some pineapple orange juice, some grenadine syrup, and some amaretto.
Oh. All right.
Okay.
That's good. And then for my lippy, I grabbed, I don't know if I wore this yet, but I bought this a couple months ago. This is the MAC lip gloss in the color of Ruby Woo. Oh, Lord, can't see it.
Oh, yes.
And
that's
Ruby
another
Woo is a
classic.
very red,
Oh,
yes,
wow.
classic red.
Yes.
And their lip gloss is so great. It's a gloss, but it's very
Wow.
creamy. It's not sticky.
Okay. And it's
And
not
of
matte?
course,
Fit.
no,
Not
it
matte.
transfers.
Okay.
I'm gonna have
It
y'all give me a
transfers.
makeover.
Now I don't do makeup very well, but I can
Just
do my
lipstick.
lipstick.
It's like
Yes.
y'all got it. Y'all
Oh,
gotta
we can
teach
do
me
that.
this.
We can do that.
We can hook you up with some
Yeah, we
lipstick.
could do that.
Yes, we can.
I need a new habit of buying things. I need one more thing that I
Stick
get
with
in
us.
my-
Oh,
Stick
listen,
with us,
guys.
Miley.
We
Stick with
got
us,
you,
Marley.
Marley.
We will have you decked out.
We got
I
you.
need to get
I look
I need to
forward
get
to
rid
it.
of a couple of spending habits, really.
Me too, for real.
I
Ruby
just bought
Woo
some more
also
lipstick.
has comes in a lipstick.
stick.
I have the
Yeah.
lipstick.
Okay. Okay.
hmm Yeah.
Mhm.
That looks good though.
It does.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Okay. I think that's it. That's all I had. Yeah, that was it for me.
Okay.
So we can get into this episode,
Ooh.
Regent,
All right.
the aftermath of Rhaenys and Marlee's
I told you that
passing.
fool wasn't dead.
You did.
You
did
did.
say
I
that.
knew they wouldn't kill him off.
But we're getting way into the episode, Jay. Like we said before.
Well, I got sad all over again as soon as I saw C-Snack.
I know.
Oh,
Did you see how he creaked up on that dais? And I'm thinking, dang.
Yeah.
And he don't never stumble and stuff.
No.
He was just, oh wow.
Yeah.
And that one little tear.
He showed little,
Yeah.
he
that
showed
one
emotion.
tear.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And apparently, do any of you watch the like after show
Yes,
Yeah.
I always
Yeah.
do.
episode?
Inside
So
the
that
show.
one tier wasn't planned. Like
Yeah,
he
no.
did
just
that
did
on
that.
his own.
I don't know how people do that.
He's a good actor. He's a good actor.
That's
He's
good acting.
in
It's
the
like, how do you
character.
learn that? Like, how do they teach you to do that?
Right.
Well, but,
Yeah.
you know,
I feel
like
like
the
he's
woman
got
had
the-
said, he is such a good actor and he's in the role. But think about it. Yeah, that's what you would do. He just lost his partner, his life
Yeah.
partner, and he didn't even know she was going. So
Yes,
They
he did.
loved each other.
Yes, he
He
did.
did.
He was
He was
standing
there
right
when
next
she-
to her
Well,
when she
that's true.
volunteered.
that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
He stood right there.
Oh,
He knew.
Lord.
But I mean, I don't think anyone expected her to perish
No.
because nobody
No.
expected them to have that Vagar
Vagar.
waiting.
To
That
be
old
there.
crusty sucker.
It was a
Yeah.
trap.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a trap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and then it kind of, the scene changes to where it's Rhaenyra grieving for Rhaenys
Just for a little bit.
and
It's
looking
like a
out
one
over
shot,
the bay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good shot.
Mhm.
That was a
Mhm.
good
This
one.
show is so beautiful to look
Yeah.
at.
It's
Isn't it?
beautiful.
They have
Ooh.
good camera shots.
They
Mhm.
They
do.
do.
That sunset. Yeah.
Yes. And then we morph over to King's Landing, and Crispy is back doing their walk of whatever triumph he would probably call
It's
it.
supposed to be.
Right. But
Like
they're carting back Melissa's head on a wagon.
And telling a big ass lie.
I saw somebody refer to it as the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade.
That's wrong.
That is
That's
so wrong.
Okay, but it's kind of accurate. It is.
Yeah, I can't remember where.
Without
I wish I'd
the
come up with
float.
it myself. I know. It's like these people don't appreciate
Well,
us.
But as you
But
notice,
those
though, them
town folk were
them
not-
town folk, they wasn't having
They
it.
were not.
No, they
happy.
weren't.
and that was
They
clear
were not
from the
having it.
beginning.
No.
And
No,
it's
they
just like the
weren't.
little guy said. He said, but they're gods. Dragons are gods. That's
Yeah.
what they've been
Yeah.
told all this time.
Yeah.
Dragons
Right.
are gods. So how can a king
Right.
and you know they talking about how
Yo.
can that drunk fool kill a dragon? You know they talking about that. Because
Right.
they know he's down in
That
the
weak-ass
brothels
fool.
and stuff. Yeah.
That
Exactly.
weak ass fool.
Yeah.
Now
handle
they've got
this.
him in the secret box in the parade.
Oh yeah.
You know,
You
'cause
notice they covered it all up. with-
yeah, because they
with
can't, they
Yeah.
can't let
course.
anybody know.
Because they're gonna try
Right.
to say, he's doing fine. He's just recovering.
Mm-hmm.
And like when Crispy
Ooh,
says,
Ellen.
"Don't they know that we won the battle?" It's just such a good example of how stupid men can be in
Yes.
the show.
Oh
Like,
yes.
how blinded they are by battle.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just like he could
Yep.
not read that room.
Well, see, but that's
Yeah.
the problem with Crispy being, first of all, the hand of the king. Second of all, anybody that's in any kind of leadership position is because he hasn't been trained for that.
No.
All he knows is battle and fighting because that's how he was raised. And he thinks that that's the end all be all, holier than thou level to strive to.
But his whole thing
And-
is different now because of the dragons. He's never even seen them like do that up close. He's stunned.
Yeah.
Well,
I think
he's stunned
everybody
to
is.
her, but he ain't stunned to the people.
But I think
He's acting like he-
everybody is because nobody has seen this.
Nobody has seen it.
alive has seen
Right.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah. has seen
Didn't
a
he say they
dragon.
lost 900 men?
Yeah.
That's a lot of folk.
900.
But I mean, Malice got several passes. We talked about that last week.
Yes,
she got
she did.
several passes before Vhagar come up.
Now here's an unpopular opinion, I think. So, and it's not really. I like the scene, and she went out like she should have gone out.
Yeah.
But if she were thinking about this war from a strictly strategic position, what she should have done is when she had the chance to fly back, and then they wouldn't be down their biggest dragon and Rhaenyra's closest advisor.
Right.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
But that's not her.
But I think what Daemon had said before got in her head. All of this shit, like, we're here because you didn't do what you could have done before.
Right.
That's right.
So I'm sure she was thinking of that.
Yes.
And she's also thinking, like, this is battle. Like, I can't go out like a punk. I am in it till the end.
Finish it.
And as a dragon rider, it's just like all dragon riders. They want to die on their dragon.
Right.
If I gotta die, I'm gonna die. But I think the biggest issue with Rhaenys, and the reason she didn't, is exactly what LM said, and we talked about that last week. I believe it is the guilt that now that they have killed babies, killed sons, and she could have just burned them all up on that dais right there.
Yeah.
All of them.
Yep.
And it wouldn't have been no issue.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that guilt was just eating at her.
And that's kind of a theme among the main women characters.
Yeah. That
Rhaenyra
guilt.
has her guilt. Alicent is riddled with guilt.
And she
has been for a long
She should be suffering.
Well, I felt that, Sister J.
She's suffering in her way, not enough for us, but she is suffering in her way.
To be suffering.
But you're wanting her to suffer like physically.
I like her. I do. And I have my reasons. Like, I feel like she's obviously on the wrong side and you know, capable of losing her mind and stabbing Rhaenyra like she did. But like, I went back and I looked at season 1, just the scenes with her and Rhaenyra, and then just the scenes with her and King Jacerys. Yeah.
Viserys.
Viserys with the
Viserys. Yeah, Viserys. And she, like, none of this was what she wanted. None of this was what she wanted. And I am, like, I never had children. I didn't want to have children. That wasn't, like, how I wanted to live my life. And I've been thinking about, it's like, what if someone just changed your life and that's what you had to do? How would you feel about those children? I would love them, but I would always know that this is what I wanted, you know? So she makes horrible mistakes, but I can't really completely fault her because of the what she got forced into. She is continually
fault that bitch 100%, and I'm gonna tell you why. And that's because that bitch is a motherfucking hypocrite. One thing I cannot abide is a fucking hypocrite. Hey, you can do all the criminal dirt you want and stuff, but don't be a damn hypocrite telling me this, and you going and doing the damn same thing.
Right.
Hell no. And the reason why that bitch slept with Crispy is because Rhaenyra did first.
Oh, I don't know. Does she know?
Oh,
that?
Yeah.
She knows.
She knows. Yeah. She knows. Oh, hell yeah, she
because
knew.
he told her.
And
that's why she got so angry.
Okay.
That's why she got so angry.
That bitch has been a hypocrite. She knew good and damn well her daddy was pimping her to the king. She knew good and damn well. And she's supposed to be such a good friend to Rhaenyra, and Rhaenyra was shocked as shit in that council room when he said, I decided I am going to take a wife. It's Alicent. And she looking at her. Alicent could have told her friend, took her by the wayside outside where nobody could hear them and say, look, I just want to give you a heads up because you're my best friend. Your daddy asked me to marry him.
Your daddy.
Yeah, asked me to marry him. And I said, yes. You know, That bitch is a hypocrite
I do
from
agree
way back.
that she could have given Rhaenyra a heads up, like, listen,
Hell yeah, she could have.
I'm about to marry your daddy. She could have.
She could have. They were supposed to be ace
But
friends.
They were. They were.
And
in
I
a
do
way, they still
understand
are.
No, they're not. No.
But
We'll talk about it.
I do see where Marlee's coming from, though. When she was forced into a life that she did not
Didn't
want
ask for
or
it.
intended for herself.
And she knew
she
Rhaenyra
had
was
to-
being forced
she had
too.
to adjust.
Mhm.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
And she's had to adjust. But
The difference is that
no excuse for the decisions that she's making now in present day.
No, there's no excuse for the decisions she's made from the moment that it was announced that she was going to marry the king.
Well, but the thing is, Marlee is correct. Her dad forced her into the situation. And as you keep saying, Jay, because we always forget, in this time or whatever this story is, men are the ones that decide everything for the women.
They do.
The women are disposable. They're promised because it helps barter land and money and all kind of shit.
And she's
so they
like
don't really
15.
care. Right, and they don't really care. And again, just like Rhaenyra, although the difference between Alicent and Rhaenyra is headstrong.
Mm-hmm.
And she had a father who actively loved her and indulged her. And so she grew up headstrong.
Right.
She knew, she always pushed
That
boundaries.
is true. That's a
and
good
he
point.
let her because he loved her.
Mm-hmm.
Alicent didn't have that same loving relationship with her father. He just saw her as a bartering chip. And so she grew up the meeker and milder, and she never fought back because she would get probably beat down. We
he
never saw
creeped
that,
me
but,
out. Like he touches her too much, and like when he tells her to go see Viserys, he's like got her hands, and he's like really close up to her, and it's creepy.
What got me is when he said, "Wear your mama's dress,
your mother's dress,
wear your mother's green dress." No.
Subtle, and I think men do this, and sometimes they don't know they're doing it. I think some men don't know, and some do, that they use their physical bodies to overpower a smaller person, not just women, but smaller men too. Yeah. And they use that as an intimidation tactic. And I feel like that's what Otto did all the time because he was a tall, big person. Right. But not only that, that was his daughter.
Yeah. And that's her father.
She was good not to keep continuing the line, but to make these alliances so I can get where I need to go.
Yeah.
And then he would turn it around.
With her fingers and stuff. Remember?
Yeah. And then he would turn it around on her. Hold on, Jay. He would turn it around on her when the smallest parts that she would push back and say, oh, well, if you don't do this, because you can't think on your own, I'm going to tell you, they're going to come and kill you, your kids, and everybody else. Yeah. So this is why now that's what he would have done. That's not what Rhaenyra would have done.
Right.
But he was trying to get his shit up. So I see that. But the thing is that then Alicent, after she could think for herself, she turned all of that shit around and became hugely hypocritical because she was upset that Rhaenyra had all of this freedom and she didn't.
She was jealous.
And that's why she did so many things.
And she was furious that Rhaenyra had Crispy and she didn't. She had that pussy king.
I would be jealous of Rhaenyra's life too.
Right.
If it had been me in Alicent's position, I would be jealous too.
She's a hypocrite. She's too much.
But I do believe it really was a misunderstanding.
It was, and she knows
it was.
It was.
But because she is so busy always thinking that someone else is going to get her or do something to her because of her daddy, she immediately, of course, is thinking, oh, it's my Aegon. When all this fucking time, when he could have named her Aegon before he died, he didn't. Right. He didn't even name Rhaenyra's Aegon.
And
he didn't name nobody but Rhaenyra.
They had that plan in place already before that mistake was made.
But
But
also her mindset, she believes. It's just like modern day motherfucking delusional people. She believes that she is virtuous and
Oh no,
holy.
she does
And-
not.
Oh yeah, she
doesn't.
does because she goes down
You
there
think
and that little
she-
stuff. Oh yeah,
Not
she
now.
did.
Just because she
Not
goes
now.
to church.
Because she
remember-
goes down to that church.
Do you remember
No,
that
she-
scene?
You know, Sister J, we here. That's a whole nother podcast.
Ain't it though?
Y'all remember? Wait, now I forgot what I was talking about. Oh, the scene. Okay, I guess I'll have to drop that because I forgot. It's
Oh,
really
no.
important.
Well, hopefully
I
it
know
comes
what it
back.
was. I know what it
You'll
was.
remember.
The scene where Alicent says to her father, she's like, "I have sinned," and she is just bursting to confess,
Yeah.
and he's like, "Daughter, I do
Yeah.
not want to hear it."
That was
Yeah.
mean.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
so mean.
But did you expect anything else from him, though?
No, he
No.
Yeah.
don't care about her fucking emotions and shit.
I know,
He
but
already knows she's been effing crispy. He
Yes.
already
Yeah.
knows that she be drinking that damn tea. He knows everything, probably.
The thing is, nobody cares about her for real. You know, she
No.
is
Right.
around like her children don't, like her sons are nuts in two different ways.
Mm-hmm.
Her daughter, I think her daughter loves her, and
I
that's why
think-
she
I
was
think-
upset.
Helena does, yeah.
Yeah,
But she doesn't show Helena any love of any kind that
She
I can
doesn't
see.
show none of them any.
None.
But at
It's all
least you
about
would think
appearances.
she would have an affinity for her daughter because it's another woman. But
No. She let her daughter
She
marry her
doesn't have
fucking
any-
son.
yeah,
Right.
well,
That's what they did.
Wait, this is the
that's
thing
what
about
they did
Allison.
back then, though.
This is the thing about Allison when we talk about parenting and stuff. This is why I'm like, no. Allison, you would think because she was forced to do this
You would
at
think.
first, she didn't want to, that she would change it. No, because she was the effing Queen Regent. She could have done what she wanted to at the time, right?
At the time, because they were young.
She knew that Aegon was a rapey douchebag, right? She knows
did.
this from when he was a teenager. And she allowed her daughter, who is very lovely and innocent, and of course a little touched in her mind, we know she's got the sight, but in her
Right.
mind, she thinks she's a little off. So you're going to put your daughter in a pairing with that rapey dude? That's when you realize, okay, she don't really give a fuck. And even still, even she was the queen, and even though she was with Viserys, and he probably brokered that idea. If she wanted to, she could have talked his ass out of it, but she didn't, because she don't give a rat's about them motherfucking kids. She's like, fuck them kids. All she cares about is the illusion.
That's true.
That the public, no, she is. The illusion. Now, let Rhaenyra have had some daughters and then somebody tell her, oh, you're going to marry your daughter off to this rapey dude.
No.
Yeah.
He'd have been like, bitch, the hell I am.
No. Mm-mm.
That's
Yeah,
the difference. Allison,
That's a good
and you
point.
saw
That's a
that
good
on
point.
that
That's a good
scene
point.
where Allison goes in the room when Aegon is sobbing because he's lost his child, his child got beheaded. And I did feel for him then.
I
because he
did
lost
too.
his son that he obviously loved
Yeah, I
and
did
spent
too.
time with. And then you saw, and she sees him sobbing, and she's like, "Oh well, I'm gonna let him go ahead and do what he's doing. I'm gonna go ahead and go on and fuck Crispy." And then we get a scene with Rhaenyra playing with her babies before she sends them off.
Yeah.
That's a big ass motherfucking difference in how they think about
It really
their
is.
children.
Well, we
it's a
also
big
see
difference.
that
But
again when
that
she
goes
goes
back to. Mhm.
when I mean this is jumping ahead, but we see that again when she goes to check on Aegon and poor thing, all mummied up.
Mummy.
Look
Cry-
just like his
Yeah.
daddy. Look just
Just
like his daddy.
Side by side.
Yeah.
Look just like his daddy. But he calls out for her and she just
She's
already
by the time
gone. She's already
But
gone by then.
Here's the deal. We don't know how long she sat by that bed. All we
No,
know
we
is the
don't.
length of the shot. So we don't know. We can't
True,
judge her for how
true.
long she sat by the bed because we
That's
don't
true.
know.
that's true.
That's true. But
That's true.
trust and believe
You're
it wasn't all
trying to
night.
give her some points, Miley.
It wasn't.
I mean,
Marlee,
you're trying
Marlee,
to give her some
I'm
brownie
sorry,
points.
Marlee, but it wasn't all night because we already know she don't care like that. All
She was looking forward to going to
and-
Crispy, but
She
he
trying
wasn't
to get
having
the
it.
crispy.
But he wasn't having it. He busy doing his sword. He's
He cleaning his sword.
cleaning his sword.
With a lemon.
But
minding
wasn't that
his
interesting,
business.
though?
and salt.
It was
and
like
salt.
a lemon,
A lemon and salt. That was interesting.
I would have slapped his bitch ass because first of all, look at me when I'm talking to you. Bitch.
Oh no, she ain't doing that.
And second of all, answer me with complete fucking sentences, please.
No.
Yeah.
She's not doing that. Do
like
you know
that.
why? You know why she wasn't doing that? Because she already knew the answers to those questions.
He did.
Exactly.
She just wanted
asked
confirmation. Yeah. No, she wanted confirmation, and she got confirmation from him by what he said.
Yeah.
She
Or what
knew,
he didn't say, rather.
Hold up.
Yeah,
she
what-
already
yeah.
knew before she
knew.
even went in there because
When
when
she
they were
was standing
watching
up on that
over
turret.
the balcony with
Yep.
Aemond, and she saw that fucking dagger sitting there.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
like, oh.
Yes.
So
Yeah,
while my
she-
son is burnt to a crisp
Yep.
and running back on this box, he
You
done
got
already
the
snatched
dagger.
up his shit.
Yep.
And can I just say that I am fascinated with that dagger? And I keep wondering, because there's going to be this long period, you know, we know it ends up with Littlefinger, but what happens to it? So like we're seeing it go through this show, and it's like, where's it going to be when this show ends?
Where?
Isn't
Yes.
that wonderful though? But it's like
Yes.
the dragon eggs too, when they
Yeah.
put all that
Yeah.
together.
I
But
love that.
dagger, yeah.
Yes.
You,
Yep.
you refresh my memory. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It's
But wait,
important.
when-
I mean, it shows up in books that Samuel reads, and
Yes.
you know,
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
it does.
Now, what I want to know
Yeah.
is, you know, when Viserys was talking to Rhaenyra about it, and he had it in the fire, and in the fire you saw the words. Did
Yeah.
they see the words without it being hot?
I don't know.
I don't
wondered
think
that.
so. I don't
But
I'm
think
wondering
so.
that.
The
Like,
prophecy is in the knife. From
so I
what
feel like they
can
don't
tell.
know it's there.
No.
No, they
probably
don't.
couldn't.
Now it's come loose from, like, the prophecy has come loose from the knife. Now the
But-
prophecy is with Rhaenyra and now Jace.
Yeah.
And the
Right.
knife is just a knife.
But right, because it is not visible to them. Not
But
without
if
the
they
fire.
put it
That's
in
why
the
he
fire, yeah,
not without
that's
the
what I'm
fire.
saying.
Not without
Yeah.
the fire. Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's interesting. Wow.
Yeah.
I knew when they was carting that box, I was like, oh, he in that damn box.
Oh,
Yeah.
but let's
And
talk
can you
about
imagine how
let's talk
long
about the
it took
Meister
them-
scene though.
How long it took them to get from the fucking Red Keep, what's
Ooh.
it called? Rook's Keep. Rook's Keep.
Rook's
Take at least
Rest.
a 2 days.
Rest.
Yeah.
Yeah,
At least
yeah,
a week, right?
I don't think it took a week, but it had to take at least several days.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It took
Because
them
they
a
was
minute
a-
to get there.
Well,
So-
because
Yeah, it
they
took them
wasn't
weeks to get
galloping.
there.
They wasn't galloping. I mean, they had to like go at a steady pace. Otherwise, it would
Yeah.
have knocked him
Yeah.
all over the
Yeah.
place.
Well, they could have did that. I wouldn't have been mad.
Well, but you know.
He probably was knocked around.
But let's talk about that Meister when he was
Ooh.
cutting the
armor.
the armor off.
They had to.
Oh.
It was fused
Yeah,
to
they
his
had
It was
to.
skin.
fused.
I know, but did you notice the sounds of it? It
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
just awful.
I
It was
couldn't.
awful.
I
They're
couldn't.
good with those sounds.
That oh man, it
Yes.
just creeped me out. It was just
But it was fascinating. It was
It was.
because it would be hard to show him, like, as fucked up as he is, like, in a way that we can appreciate. And we
Yes.
can appreciate seeing that armor. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
yeah, it was
that's
used
what
on
kind of
him.
condition he's
On
in.
him.
And then
Yes.
his broke leg, and the guy just went
Yeah,
to put it back together. I mean, we know it ain't gonna heal right. We already know that.
right.
No.
If it
He's
heals.
gonna be limping.
Yeah, if it heals at all the way.
Yeah.
yeah,
Right.
I mean, he's basically not got skin
yeah.
where they've taken the armor off. So I'm
Right.
not sure what they're going to do. I don't think.
Well, but they had they was already mixing up those poultices and stuff. So who knows? I mean, they wrapped him up in like herbs and stuff. So
Yeah.
I mean, those Meisters, the supposedly they have knowledge from way back. So
Yep.
you know,
I mean, they're doing what they can
But
do.
even the Meister
they
was
don't
like,
have
listen,
no-
I did all I can do, but there's
We've
no
reached the
guarantee.
end of
exactly.
our skills.
But I
Yeah.
liked it
Yeah.
when he said to her, you know what?
I
need to
gotta
get back to my
concentrate,
work.
bitch. Thank
Yeah,
you.
I got
She's
to get back to my work.
Like, okay, I don't know yet. He just got here. Give me a minute to examine his ass, and I'll let you know what I think.
Thought that
Asking
was
all them damn
hilarious.
questions.
Oh, that was hilarious.
And then
though.
here come fucking
Now go
Aemond.
away.
Right. He was basically like saying, look,
Ew.
Queen, I got to I got to concentrate. Let me concentrate on his ass.
Yeah.
I don't know yet. And here come Aemond just strutting in there, honey.
Why not?
And I was like, okay, this is what I was saying to the TV because, I don't really like Aegon, but still, I don't want him to get got like this.
I know.
I want him to get got where, anyway. Aemond's walking up and I'm thinking, okay, don't nobody leave Aemond in the room with him.
By
No,
himself.
that's what
By
I was
himself,
thinking.
he gonna finish the damn job. But anyway, Aemond's just like, okay, well, somebody gonna have to rule in his place. And looking
He
straight
didn't
at
miss a beat.
Alicent.
He
Didn't miss
a
a beat.
Yep.
Ain't even been home 5 minutes.
He's like got his suitcase still in the room with
I'm
him.
ready to put the crown on. I got a spare. I already had a spare.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It's a little longer than 5 minutes, but
I mean, come on. And then they didn't talk about, which I wanted them to in the whole episode, unless I missed it. What happened to Sunfire? Did Sunfire die?
They said he was long
said
and
it was a
dying.
long death.
Yeah, he was
Sunfire had a long death.
Oh, I missed it. I missed
Yeah,
that. Okay.
Yeah. So because he had said Vhagar, he left one little contingent at Crook's Rest or whatever, and Vhagar. And Vhagar's still there. What'd you say?
She said Rook's Rest. We both can't get the name.
Okay. I'm thinking Crook's Rest.
I was like,
or whatever.
Dawson's Creek. What is it?
You know what?
Dawson's Creek.
Some creek.
Yeah, some creek. Anyway. But yeah, so yeah, Sunfire's gone too.
Yeah.
Okay, I missed that. I don't know what I was doing, but I missed that. Okay. Yeah, we don't lost two dragons.
Let's go back though when they was carrying him in. I was really, really ticked off the way everybody treated Helena. First of all, she's the queen.
Mm-hmm.
And she's mad. That's her husband. And everybody's just go. Nobody ever stops to tell her nothing, acknowledge her, tell her, come on with us. But that's not the point. The point is
there was still no acknowledgement.
No acknowledgement that she even existed by anyone, whether it was the people, the Knights Guard carrying him, or the mama, or nobody. And she ran down the those steps and was just looking like, she's the fucking queen, yo.
But they know she's not.
But that's not the point.
She has a right to know what's happening.
That's her husband and brother.
She knew before they knew, honey.
That's her brother husband.
Bet she did.
Well,
she knew before they knew.
That's
she
true.
knew before they knew, I'm sure.
That's
true. But they don't know that.
I'm pretty sure Alicent ensures that she's kept off to the side. Because she's never around any of the council. She's not around like that.
Yeah.
And I don't know why Alicent, well, except she was too busy getting freaky with Crispy, doesn't have like anyone guarding her until now. But I mean, I feel like she's always just kept off to the.
I didn't see no guard behind her. She ran down them steps and she was just there.
Right.
Wasn't nobody around her. It just annoys me though.
Yeah.
It just really annoys me. Yeah.
It's just like a lack of respect though. I feel.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would like to see more of her.
Yeah.
Me too.
She's an interesting character, I think.
Very interesting. And she brings that mystical aspect that we need to the show too.
I think so too.
A little bit more. I mean,
she's the truth. You know, it's like she's the truth. She represents just somebody without a facade.
The innocence.
Yeah,
the softer side.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And she's a witch.
Yes, that's the part.
Yeah, that's the part I do like.
Or whatever.
Okay.
So then we get to. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, can we talk about Harrenhal so we can get it out the way? I am so sick and fucking tired of these hallucinations. Just be done with it. It's a waste of film at this point, in my opinion.
I'm tired of Daemon now at this point.
Thank you, Daemon.
Yeah, I'm tired of it. I don't like none of his scenes. I want to go click, click, click and fast forward, but I watched it so I would at least know what's going on. But
I mean,
it's just so boring. They took this dynamic character and it's just
I know.
Well, but wait. But when we first see Daemon, we're skipping the scene with Rhaenyra and her people. Or they're asking her, have you
Her
called
janky
Daemon?
council.
Her janky council. Anyway, back to the Harrenhal thing. We don't even see Daemon at Harrenhal at first. We see him out on the road trying to get some people, the Blackburns or Woods, to
Blackwood.
That's another thing. The Brackens and the Blackens or whatever.
Brackens and the Blackwood.
Trying to get them to bend the knee and to swear fealty to him. Mm-hmm. And that dude said, "Hey, I'll take the fucking fire. I'll just go on to my death.
Run me to fire."
Damon is not good at this.
No.
It's really not good at rounding up an army. He's just not good at it. He's like, I didn't think they'd be so ready to die.
Right. Because they don't believe in your ass. Because he's too busy trying to fight.
They have honor, and he does not.
Mm-hmm. And he does not. That was funny, though.
Yeah. That was funny. But said, you know what? That was one of my favorite scenes of the episode when that dude said, "I'll take the fire," and he turned around
and he turned around.
Yeah,
put his head down, lowered his head.
Yeah,
I got chills. I was like, that was the best scene.
That was pretty cool.
You're like, what is that? And you're like seeing his head, like, okay, you said you take the fire. I'm about to get ready and fire you up.
Yeah.
That was such a good scene. I love that one.
That was
It would have been better if he actually fired him up.
Yeah.
It's clear that he knows, and I don't know if the rest of the Targaryens are like this or not, but at least he knows nothing about the people in the realm.
Yeah.
What they're really
it seems like it, right? Yeah.
Not a thing. Yeah. He knows his own world and how people act in it. And then there's like this whole big land of people that he's expecting to do what he wants, but he doesn't know anything about them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Their values, he knows nothing.
They're beneath him. They're beneath him.
They are. Especially now that
that's what he thinks.
Declared himself king or whatever.
Right.
And that is just like,
but that's how Daemon has ruled all of his jobs that he's been given. Like he's just done brute strength. And people have been scared of him, so they just do it. But he's not gonna. He wouldn't be a good king because he would be so busy lording over people. They would never love him enough to follow him truly. Mm-hmm. Which is what Viserys knew.
All these men are fucking up so bad. All these men. Yeah. It's kind of stunning. It's like, if
no, it's not. That's well. Let me not say that.
Yeah, don't say that.
Yeah, for the show, I guess.
But and you look at history, where has happened in history, and by who's been in power in history.
Yeah.
I'll just say it that way.
This is
you go back and look.
That's a better way to put it.
Yeah.
Look at history and how events have taken place, and the wars that we've had, and the battles throughout the world. And who is the catalyst between all of that?
Yeah.
I feel like this that they're doing is like they have not thought this through. They have already 3 dragons are dead. And already. And they keep saying, So what? Rhaenys died, and then Aegon's died, and then before that, Luke's died.
Yeah.
And so there's not an infinite supply of dragons. No. And then nobody seems to be thinking. None of the men have thought ahead.
Well, that's not exactly true.
Rhaenyra is thinking.
Yeah, Rhaenyra is thinking.
This is why
Jacerys is thinking.
Yeah, but this is what Rhaenys kept saying when people were annoyed with her. Why does she keep telling her not to go and burn them up? Because she knew once we go there and we start having the dragon fight, that's it. Yeah. We're fucked because when them dragons start fighting and dying, then we're left without.
Right.
And then it's really going to get bad. And that's what she kept saying.
She was wise.
She was. Yeah.
She was very wise.
And then Rhaenyra, of course, because she's got the history with the Song of Ice and Fire, her daddy, plus she was listening to Rhaenys too. She was trying to avoid
Yes.
this
Right.
war that they were going to have to start fighting.
Yeah.
Even with losing her son and everything else, she was trying to avoid it. But
I do like the
Here we
fact
are.
that Rhaenyra recognized that, yes, I know all this history and all these stories and all this, but I've never had battle. I've never been in battle. I never wielded a sword. So she's coming to the realization, okay, I'm gonna have to suck it up and I'm gonna have to go get Daemon.
Yep.
I'm gonna have to go ahead and do whatever I gotta do, other than promising him the throne, so he'll come on back and help us, because she recognizes, she needs him, and she does. He's ruthless, and he got a big ass dragon.
well,
He
but
does.
I don't think she was saying that she needs him. I think she was saying that
she was.
I wasn't raised to fight because I was a girl.
Right.
So I was given this cup
Of
to pour
course.
wine instead of learning
Yeah.
how to fight.
Learned all the
But
names of the
That,
houses.
of course,
and-
all of her counselors keep
Exactly.
saying, well, where's Daemon at? Where's Daemon at? And then that one motherfucker who I can't stand, I'm like, they need to burn him.
Yeah.
Alfred, Alfie,
Yeah,
whatever
Sir
his
Alfred.
name is.
Alfred.
Sir Alfred.
He keeps saying, well, the fairer sex has never been taught the ways of battle.
Oh,
and
that
she's
got
like,
me.
oh, well,
The
neither have
gentler
you, because
sex.
we've had peace for 80 years. motherfucker.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
when I heard that line, the gentler sex, I was like, anybody that thinks that women are the gentler sex has not
women
met
are
me.
ruthless.
Has not met me.
Well, and women are ruthless. Women
It's not so
are
ruthless. Women are strong. You have to be a woman.
Yeah, women
But you
are-
have to
yeah.
be. Exactly.
Right. So, I mean, I don't know why they say that either, but
Well, because it's
That's what he
male
said.
ego. That's what it is.
That's what he said.
because that is what they thought. I mean, the women are being
Their
made,
purpose is to push out them babies. That's
yeah,
it. That's your
whatever power
purpose.
any woman has had in this is eroding and vanishing. And and we're watching, and it would have been better if people had listened to the women. It just would have. But that's not
But
what
they
happened.
don't.
Yeah.
they don't.
No.
The only one who did, but he was weak, Viserys. He kind of did
Yeah.
with Rhaenyra, kind of, but then he would get in his ego too, and then
Yeah,
he
he
would go
would.
off left. But I mean, that's just the way this story goes.
But Viserys had help getting in his ego because Otto was back there pushing.
Right.
Mhm.
You know, if he had a different kind of hand of the king, then he might have been a little more willing to. I mean, you the king, you can do what you want.
Do what you want.
You know, yeah. So he could have made the different rules for the women or lax some things for the women or whatever. You
he
know,
wasn't going to do that though.
well, because he's
Well-
got these men behind him pushing,
The very
and their
thing-
egos are just as big.
But if he did that, he'd never have been king. Rhaenys would have been. So
Yeah.
he was never going to do that.
And
That's
the
true.
very first scene of the show of season 1 is the story of how Rhaenyra, Rhaenys. This is hard.
It's hard.
I
But
just
it's
think
a
of the way
story-
Manny says Rhaenys.
Rhaenys. Yeah.
But it's the story of her not getting the crown. And that's like the focus throughout. It's like, here's the first really bad decision they
Yep.
made. It goes all the way back to that. It's not,
Yeah. Of course.
Viserys was a nice man. He's a very nice
Yeah,
man.
he was a nice
Yeah.
guy.
He wasn't king material.
He was
Right.
malleable.
And she
Which is
would
why
have
he
been,
kept getting nicked on that
Yeah.
damn throne.
she would have been a fabulous ruler.
Yeah.
And they said at the time, they're like, the realm would tear itself apart if we brought up a woman. It's like, congratulations, you've torn the realm apart.
Yeah.
Without
And now it's going to be even worse because now that the people, the people going to start thinking, wait a minute. Like the one blacksmith guy or the swords maker guy said,
Yeah.
he says
Yeah.
about Marlee is just meat. They're going to start thinking,
Yes.
wait a minute, there ain't no gods.
And so are the Targaryens. They're
Yeah.
just meat.
Yeah.
The Targaryens ain't no gods. We thought they was gods all this time.
Well, a lot of people already know that because of the stuff that they've been doing.
Yeah. But this was, God, that
this
a
was
mistake.
like proof
Yeah.
to all the small folk,
All of
as they
them.
call them, the small folk.
And
All of them.
All of
that
them.
kind of absolute just ignorance of how that would play.
Yeah.
And that's how Daemon is too. It's like he just
Yeah.
doesn't
Yeah.
understand. It's like, well,
But-
I'm doing this. Everyone
But I'm
should
sorry.
like it.
I'm tired of all the damn hallucinations and shit. I'm just tired of it.
I'll tell you what I
Yeah.
like though. One thing I liked about one of the hallucinations this time, it's when he's naked or at least shirtless, and when he comes out of the hallucination for a little bit, he's still shirtless. And then he's back in his clothes. So he's still shirtless, but he's sitting at the table with his advisors. And then his shirt appears like in the next shot. And it's like he's like slowly losing the dream as his, you know. It's a I just thought it was
He
really
needs to
cool.
quit drinking whatever that witch is giving him. That's what he needs to do.
Or whatever it is, got him sleeping with his mama. So he really does need to stop.
You know, that was just
Right. Leave it
stupid.
alone.
That was too
Leave
far.
It alone.
Yeah, that was just
Yeah.
stupid. It was totally unnecessary.
And then when he wakes up, like he's already in the place that to me would have freaked me out the first time it happened when his hand was bloody and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he woke, and I'm like, no, I don't want to wake up not knowing what the hell I did to get to there, because I don't remember how I got from my bed to over there or whatever it is.
But I don't think he would have had to drink anything else Rivers gave him. I think that's just Harrenhal. Harrenhal is
Could
haunted.
be.
Yeah.
It could be.
It's haunted, and it seems like it's haunted in a way that will show you the worst of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Which is, I don't want to stay there.
Which is a lot.
Good point.
Yeah, for him, that's a lot for Damon.
I
'Cause he's
just
done a
wish
lot
they'd
of
hurry up,
stuff.
either kill him off or have him leave Harrenhal and go do something else. Because, you know.
No, they're not going to kill him off yet, but I do wish that they would shorten those scenes. Like, I don't care who he's calling.
I don't care.
Try to bring better.
Right.
The repairs, we don't care because we know.
We don't care about the repairs.
Well, and the fact is, he is helping to lose the war by hanging out
splitting
there.
out all these people.
Yeah, and just going and hanging out and doing his DIY thing on Harrenhal and like.
Yeah.
It's
It's annoying. But back at Dragonstone, we skipped over Jace talking to Bela about what he wants to do. He wants to go to Daemon at Harrenhal.
Yeah.
Yep.
Talk to him face to face and get him back on side. And then while he's talking to her, he's like, wait a minute. Hold on.
I know.
Yeah.
I like that.
I do too.
I like them together, though.
I do too.
I like them together. She's a cute girl. But it's just, the way he talks to her and appears around her is just so respectful to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just like the way that they just respect one another, you know?
Well, he's also the only one that in the show so far that male that values a woman's opinion.
Right.
Yes.
And he really wants to know what Bela thinks of things.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, she's a dragon rider too.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So she gets it. And he's upset because he's kind of upset for the same reason Rhaenyra is upset. Mm-hmm. She keeps saying, well, at this point, I need to be the one to go and do what I need to do. And they're like, you the queen, you can't do that. What happens if you die? And he's doing the same. He's saying the same thing. Mm-hmm. I want to go out there and try to show my loyalty and everything, but now I'm being told I can't. I have to be stuck in this damn castle because I'm. And
he's not even trying to go fight. He's just trying to go talk to people.
But she's trying to. But she's lost one child with that, so she don't want to lose another one.
Right.
But he has a point. He said, and he tells, he tries to tell her, but Bailey, you going out checking the perimeter and stuff, and I'm sitting here and no, I'm not doing that. Yeah. He said, no, I'm not having it.
I know. I like when he said, well, just tell her after I'm gone, so I don't have to worry.
Yeah.
But I like it when she said, okay, I will. Because I was thinking, that's right, support your man.
But that idea, like when he brought up his idea, I was like, not the phrase.
Right. I know.
Not the phrase.
Then you have to remember this is 172 years before.
I know. But when we see the
my
phrase,
gosh.
they're not surprising.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
no.
The phrase.
But I was like, wait a minute, you can't be making these fucking promises and handshakes and shit. You ain't run this by nobody.
Yeah.
He did.
You ain't run nothing by nobody to see if we can even get this done.
Yeah,
but he had to play the part.
I liked it when he said, "Yeah, I don't know why you worried about a dragon that leagues away from you, and I got one
when
when mine own is right here.
Mine is right here.
That was
right
who gonna check. That was who gonna check me, boo.
Yeah.
My dragon is right here.
He is better. He's better at this than Daemon.
Check me, boo.
He is.
He actually
better
is
than
a
Daemon.
diplomat.
He is.
He's been learning from his mama.
And did y'all?
Yeah. No, really.
Are we there? We're not to that scene yet.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say when we finally do see the phrase, and the man is just like stuffing his face the whole time, and the woman, I swear, is she like an ancestor of Lady Olenna?
That's what I
she
thought.
talked.
She gives you those
she had on.
And the whole outfit she had on. Yeah.
I was like, she doesn't belong with the phrase. She's
now that's what,
and she's the one that he made the deal with.
Right.
Yes.
Basically.
She's the one that did. Right. But that's what I was going to tell you about the opening tapestry. As they're giving the credits and stuff in the opening, they had this big, huge yellow flower. Isn't that the Tyrells?
I didn't notice that.
It was a rose. Was it a rose?
Well, it was a rose.
Okay.
It was yellow. That's a Tyrell.
Yeah, that's the Tyrell.
Yeah, they were.
That's a Tyrell sigil.
Mm-hmm.
And it was in the opening.
Okay, I'm gonna have to go back and
go back and look, y'all, because I thought, maybe we'll see the ancestor of Lady Olenna. You know,
she should act like her,
might
dress
be.
like her.
Mm-hmm. So that's in the opening.
I hope that was a little thing that they threw to her.
A little, what do they call those Easter egg? Foreshadowing or something.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, ever since somebody pointed out, like after the episode where the little baby got killed, and people pointed out how they had him in the tapestry and his little headset.
Oh yeah, and I thought
then I've been trying to pay attention. Yeah, I've been trying to pay attention.
I have a hard time telling how it changes. I'm going to have to pull it up like on my computer and my phone.
Oh yeah,
and
it's really fascinating.
So I can see.
Yeah,
exactly.
It's really
different episodes with the different tapestry, so I can see what the changes are.
I didn't notice that at first either until I read something about it. And then I was like, oh yeah, that little line does go across.
Exactly. So yeah.
Yeah,
so I try to pay attention.
It's prominent.
Yeah,
they show it. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, I found that interesting too, that the guy was doing all that eating and stuff. And,
he wasn't really talking about much.
Mm-hmm. He was afraid. He was an idiot.
Gluttons.
Yeah.
Basically.
And as soon as they said the phrase,
I know.
Right. Right.
Of all people.
I know.
But they do. I mean, they hold that bridge. That's what the problem was in Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
But where are they going to get these people from? I'm saying, like, Crispy sacrificed 900 people
He said 900
last
men.
battle. He let all them people get burnt up on purpose, trying to lure her in with the dragon.
Trying to lure her. Mm-hmm.
And they don't get it. They don't
care.
That these
you know
are
what?
actual people.
Even though Crispy and Aemond cooked up this thing, neither one of them was, especially Aemond, that was his first little battle. But even though they cooked it up, though, Crispy was not prepared for what he saw.
No. Nobody has seen it.
They haven't seen it. And when Marlee kept making them multiple trips, and he was just like, he was like stunned. He was like, and then when he saw Sunfire coming with the king, that's when he like, hey, y'all go protect your king, you know. So even more men got burnt up.
Because he was not supposed to be there.
No,
he wasn't.
He wasn't supposed to
No,
be
he
there.
wasn't.
So
Now that
you know.
was not part of his plan, I will say. But still,
No, it wasn't.
what do you think plotting behind Aegon's
Thank you.
arrogant ass
ass.
back gonna do? He's gonna run out there and try to do something too.
Well,
And
let's get
Aemon's
back to
like-
King's Landing with
Okay,
that
yeah.
council meeting.
Okay.
Where
Allison talk about I'm gonna be Queen Regent. Because I used to run all this stuff while Viserys was alive.
wait,
so
and last one of the men was like,
no,
Right.
no.
Well,
Yeah.
here we go.
I thought it
think
was
that
great. I thought it was
She
great.
It was-
should.
it was-
Like, things would have gone better if they'd let her do it. We'll put it that way.
oh yeah, we know this, but
But we know, but what it
We
should
knew
have
they
could have
weren't gonna
never
let her.
occurred to you at the time, though.
But it fascinated me because we watched her be betrayed by 3 people at that table. She looks to Laris, and then
Yep.
Laris and
Aemond.
then, it's like Laris and it's
Yep.
Crispy and it's
the
Aemond.
Meister.
All at
The Meister.
defended
He
her.
looked at the
Yeah,
Meister.
He defended her, but like the people closest to her all left
All.
her at that table. And there's that shot that they did that's on just
where they
on
focused on her face?
It's like
That
more
was
than,
good.
She
more than
was
30 seconds.
seething.
Well, it wasn't just that, and I read an article about this. So they did this on purpose. Her expression changes, and it looked to me at the end. I was like, she's terrified, and then I
She
went
was
back.
hurt.
She was hurt first, and she was mad.
hurt.
But you watch her cycle through these emotions, and when you can hear the background, it's a little harder to hear, but you hear them start to talk about closing the city gates, and that's when she's like.
Yeah.
That's when she
You're
she
right.
reacts, and she can't say anything, and she knows it's a bad idea. And she because she did at the end of it, I was like, she is terrified. She's terrified.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's the way they did it. That was a great scene.
You know what? Yeah,
was good.
I know what you mean. Yeah, because it's like they're talking, they're going on with the council. As soon as Aemond grabs that little ball and goes to the head,
Oh yeah.
and you can see it.
He
She's
was
just
itching.
looking at him, but
Yeah.
everything's going out, and her facial expressions
changes.
change, and
And
like
when
her
it does,
breathing. Yeah,
and when they have
and her
that
breathing
bad
and
idea,
everything.
Yes.
you could hear her breathing.
Yeah.
You could hear her breathing
Yeah.
throughout
Yep.
of it. And as soon as Aemond
That was a good scene.
started talking about closing the gates, you can just watch her be alarmed by that.
But
because
I
it's a
think-
bad idea.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I am just fascinated by the interaction between her and Aemond, because she spent Aemond to me just gives her the most awful looks.
I think
to
she's
me.
You don't
afraid
like
of
her.
him.
Well, I
She's
know
afraid of
that,
him.
but
Yeah,
I know
she
that,
is.
but he is not stealth with it. You know what I'm saying?
no.
No.
I mean,
look, he
every-
gave her a
everybody around them sees it too, and he just looks at her like with such disdain and like.
Because he said it 2 episodes ago.
Well,
to
I know
Christy.
that. I know that.
Yeah.
But
She
I like
basically
seeing-
lied. He thinks she's a liar.
Yeah.
He doesn't. I don't even think that Aemond knows about her and Crispy. Now Otto did, but I don't know if Aemond does. But
Aemond does.
He just don't like her based on, first of all, his childhood probably, and the fact that in his mind she lied and went against what their father wanted, which was for Rhaenyra to be the next heir. Not
I never
Aegon.
thought about that.
Right.
I never thought about that. But I
And
don't
I feel
like
like
him.
I don't either.
I have
but
no
I feel like
sympathy for him.
I don't either.
No.
But I feel like as soon as he finds
That's a
out,
good
or
point.
if he
That's a good
ever
point.
finds out about her and Crispy, he'll be even worse. He'll be like, it'll be
Yeah.
even worse.
Oh,
I don't
you
think
have
there's gonna
no
be any
respect
more
for
her and
at
Crispy.
all.
I'm not
I don't
saying
think there's going to be.
anymore, but the fact that they did it in the first place, I feel like he will really not like her.
He will really resent her even more.
And really push her. He'll probably kick her ass off the council.
Probably.
And, anything could happen. It's
Yeah.
like the women are being Rhaenyra is able to hold on to some power because of her personality. And Allison
Right.
is she
She's
didn't have
never-
a chance. She never
No.
had a chance
No.
at any of this.
Never.
Even though she is smart and she knows that closing the city gates is a really bad idea.
That's really bad.
yeah.
Oh my God. The only good thing that Aemond said is he says, cut those ratters down because they still had them hung
Yeah,
up.
that's true.
Yeah.
That I did like that when he said that.
They still
Yeah.
had them hung up, y'all. That is
Cut them
just
down.
terrible.
He understands how to rule better than Aegon.
Yeah, he does.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like but he's not like much
He
beyond
doesn't
that.
have any feeling though. He doesn't have
He's like
any.
Damon.
Yeah,
He
He's
is,
like
he's very
Daemon.
much like
Yes.
Daemon.
he is.
He's like, okay, brute force, but he does have more book smarts, learning, and probably about tactics and shit than Aegon did because he paid attention in school.
Yeah, he paid
obviously.
attention in class,
He found
yeah.
out last week when he spoke Valerian, and but I
That
feel like
was so good, though. That
also
was
a
so
bad
good.
ruler too because he's
Yeah.
just so do it my way or the highway. This is what
None
we're
of
gonna
them
do. You
know
don't
how
listen
to
to
do it.
nobody.
None of
No.
them knows how to do it. Except
No.
for Rhaenyra, really. And Rhaenys knew how.
Somebody
Yeah.
posted a picture in the TV app. That's the best thing. They said, this is who needs to rule. And they had the little dog sitting on the Iron Throne.
Saw that.
Said the most loyal person
most
in all of King's
loyal.
Landing.
Yes.
Was that
Yes.
effing dog? Because
Was
they
a
was
little
still
dog.
going behind that body, wasn't he?
Yeah.
And he's filthy. He's been
Yeah,
like
but
he
he's
has
loyal,
everything.
though.
Yeah, he is. He
The
is.
cheese is gone. But
Somebody needs to
hey.
scoop that little dog up.
Well,
Yeah.
but you know what? Another person posted, hey, I hope the little doggy made it outside the gate when they was taking them bodies out there because, you know, meat is scarce.
Yeah.
So, hey,
Yeah.
Yep.
I thought about that, but
hey, but you know what?
Okay. Shit, I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh,
Funny
this-
joke.
that's not funny, Jay.
It was funny at the time.
That's not. No.
Poor dog.
No.
Well,
was
I mean,
cute
depending on where
dog.
they took the body, he ran after the body. So if they took it outside
Well,
the gates, or
they
whatever,
take the
but-
bodies outside of King's
Yeah, so
Landing.
I feel like he's outside. But
Yeah, he's outside.
another scene that I was rolling my eyes at was the blonde silver dude that has the butcher, not the butcher, but the
the
blacksmith
sword
guy.
maker,
like
the blacksmith guy.
Yeah.
Oh.
his sick baby, and the wife kept saying, "We need to go. There ain't no food.
Yeah.
We can go to my
Yeah.
brother's house.
Yeah,
At least we'll be free. We'll be out, and we'll be able to have like."
right.
Yeah.
He should have
Help.
left.
And shit.
But sitting there arguing with him
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
wasting time. Now it's
Wasting
too late.
time.
They
Too
stuck.
late. And he had the nerve to say, I won't go to your brothers to be a beggar. He said,
Right.
what we doing now?
But that king not
Because
gonna pay
then
you.
people ain't gonna pay you. Right.
The king has lied.
Yeah,
That's what she
Yes.
says.
Lied.
which is true.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Because he didn't
Lord.
know how to rule. I was so irritated. And then when they got stuck, I was like, see,
Yeah. That was
EMF,
hard to
if you'd have
see.
listened hours ago, your ass could have been gone.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, that made me sick.
But that is
But
just
it
so
made me
mean to
think because-
close the gate.
Right?
It's just dumb.
It's just stupid. Then we get the scene where Jacerys comes back. And well, actually we skipped the one where we saw I
Bayla
always
just
forget-
goes to her daddy.
where we see the other little girl, which I always forget her name.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Raina.
Raina.
That's
Raina
Raina.
Yeah.
in the
yeah.
veil
Yeah.
He's in the
Yes.
veil.
Yes.
talking to I can't even think of that lady name.
Jane Aaron. I think
Yeah,
it
Jane
is.
Aaron.
Lady Aaron.
Lady Aaron,
And-
yeah.
Lady Aaron is mad and she's like, look, I wanted some grown ass dragons to help us. She's like, well, you got two. No, and
Yeah.
they will grow, but you got two. So what you are? Like,
Yeah,
well, I
she was
need
like,
somebody to
you weren't specific about the size.
Yeah. But I felt bad for her, though. I felt bad for Raina because I thought, oh, shit, she going to
Well,
be caught in
and then
it.
she said,
gonna be
Yeah.
you know, my condolences on the death of your grandmother.
And she
did
didn't
not
even know.
Right.
She
Didn't even know.
That was hard.
That was
Yeah.
harsh.
Yeah.
So does this mean then that they're not going to make it to Pentos then?
With them eggs,
don't
make
know.
it to Pentos.
Well, they're letting
We
them
know
stay.
that. So
They're letting her stay.
They're letting her stay there, but like, I wonder then how do the eggs get there? If
Well, we know the eggs end up in Pentos, so she
yeah,
must,
we know that.
she must get to Pentos, and we also know that Daenerys and her brother, they was in hiding in Pentos.
Well, yeah. But that was after the Mad King.
Yeah.
Well, that's true too. But yeah, so Pentos has an affinity for helping out the Targaryens, it seems to me. So yeah, them eggs make it there.
This is the thing I hope we get to at some point, is finding out, and I can't remember, I need to go look. Because Daenerys' daddy was the Mad King. But which one of the descendants of either Alicent or Rhaenyra is his kin? You know what I'm saying?
You can look it up. There's
I think we can look it up. Yeah.
I think it's going to be that. I think it's Rhaenyra's Aegon, or the one under Aegon.
I think it's going to go through Rhaenyra's line.
Yeah,
but it may split up because there's a bunch of time.
Yeah, there's some. Yeah, there's a lot of time. But
Aegon was the oldest, and in that newest baby, she named him after Viserys, her daddy. Remember, she said this is and this is Viserys. So I think it's probably Viserys' line, or the second Viserys the second.
Yeah,
because we talking 100 and some years. Now they probably need to be 80, 90 years old, though. So
right,
true.
It's so interesting though, because my point with that was the fact that the Mad King is king.
Yeah,
like he's in King's Landing. He's ruling.
He's king.
He's crazy as shit. But he's ruling until he gets overthrown, and then they have to flee to Pentos. So at some point, one of her line does rule again. Yeah, and we just don't know where. How?
That's probably gonna. Maybe that's gonna be.
You can find it, like, if you go by the book, you can look it up, like at the wiki of Ice and Fire.
Right.
And that's what I've been referencing.
If they keep on with the House of the Dragon, that's probably maybe by season maybe 5, 6.
If they,
you know what I mean?
I don't think they're going to go that far.
I don't think they're going to go that far.
Yeah, probably not.
I think we're going to see the last dragon die. I think that would, like, the last of those dragons die. I think we're going to see it. And the consequence of that war.
But I do like the fact that Baela did support Jace, and she didn't tell. She didn't tell.
Yeah.
So,
and he got it done.
He got it done.
He did.
Yeah. So then when he gets back and he's talking to Rhaenyra, he doesn't really. Well, at least we don't see it, that he's saying what I brokered this deal for us, Ma.
She know though.
But he gives her some suggestions on what we could do.
Very smart.
Because we need some fucking we need some dragons.
Yeah. Yep.
And some dragon riders.
Yes.
And so why don't we start looking for some other Targaryens, people with Targaryen blood.
Yeah. Because if he can do it.
Right.
That's the first thing I thought. Yeah. We know you were strong, but he does have Targaryen blood because she's his mama.
That's what he's saying.
Yeah,
right.
You don't have to be fully Targaryen.
Right.
And just like Baela too.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But I like the fact that they're going to do like what a smart person would do. They're going to research the histories. And they're going to start looking for it, looking for the answers and the clues stuff. I think that's just the smartest thing.
Yes.
That is just the smartest thing.
But they were in that library room. There was like, I'm sure there's records of this. And then you see there's like,
that was good.
And scrolls.
Wasn't that great?
I wonder how they're going to find it.
That
was amazing.
They'll find it. Yeah, they'll find it. Now, so we know from there it's going to be that Adam. Remember? He was out on the beach getting them crabs, and then he looked up and saw Baela.
Well, maybe not, because first of all, Adam is
he's a Velaryon.
He's Corlys's son, not Rhaenys'.
That's true. Yeah. That's a good point.
So he doesn't have any.
But
unless his mama came from that line somewhere, but he's not a.
But they could research. Somebody else pointed this out too. they could do, after research, they could find out that, wait a minute, it ain't got nothing to do with Targaryen blood. It has to do with who can mate with that dragon, who that dragon allows to claim it. And maybe it's other people too. And the Targaryens has started this just to keep it to themselves. We don't know. But it's an intriguing thought.
Well, I mean, so far in the story, it's always been someone that has some Targaryen blood in them. Mm-hmm. I don't feel like they would deviate from that. But there's probably a lot of people we don't know have Targaryen blood in them. They're just not blind.
That we don't know.
It's just like they all 23 and me, you know?
Yeah. Well, no, they were all sleeping around these kings. They've been sleeping around since they was young and even after. You know?
And all them girls ain't taking no moon tea. So, you know.
Right.
And it's just like before Otto had that one building burnt up, remember?
Yeah.
Some of Aegon's little guards guys said, look at them. And they have white hair, and them boys looked like they was 5 or 6 years old.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And wait, we haven't ever seen that dude again from the bar that was telling that story.
Yeah. I bet he gonna be one.
That was telling that story about he's Viserys' bastard brother.
Yeah.
And if he's got any kids, you know, it could just the best part about that scene. Yeah, the best part about that scene was just the fact that he was basically talking about himself without coming out and saying, "Y'all know my daddy ain't no Targaryen." So
yeah,
you know, I got me a dragon.
I got me one. So hey, might be some other folk out there. Oh my gosh, that was really good. That was really good. I did like the scene with Baela and Corlys. And when Rhaenyra first gave her this box, I thought, well, what is it? Mm-hmm. I didn't know what it was. I thought, what is it? You know. But I did like that scene though.
That was a good scene.
It was a very good scene.
Well, I turns him around.
She turns him around because at first he's like, has this woman not taken enough from me? And then Baela talks to him and makes sense of it for him. And he's like, oh.
Well, she lets him know because, I mean, she's been privy to all the stuff because that's one thing I do like about Rhaenyra. She always included both them girls.
Yeah.
Always, you know. And so she knows all the scoop. And plus, you know, Rhaenys would talk with her as well. And she said, this is exactly what she wanted to do. She wanted to support her queen.
And
the queen who never was. Yeah, and she got that in there too. The queen who never was wants to support this queen.
Yeah.
But she knows that's the right thing to do, you know.
And she died the way she wanted to, like her daughter, and like I
want to.
Yeah.
Yes. That's what she said.
And then now, all of a sudden, this is what got irritated me. Now he's like, well, I'm going to make you the heir of Driftmark.
Yeah.
After Rhaenys was trying to get him to do that for years.
I don't want it.
See, Snap, you know, you cute in that thing, but no.
I love when she turned around and said,
Sure did.
That's for salt. What'd she say? Salt and sea?
That's for salt and, salt and sea, but I'm fire and blood.
Yeah.
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 I love
and
that.
she strolled on off.
Yeah.
Strolled on back to her dragon to go back.
Right.
He did not expect that.
No, he did not.
No, he didn't. And I like that because
I do too.
I don't know, maybe it was the theme of this episode. It's like they were trying to show all of these people making decisions for all of these women, but these women had their own minds and knew what they wanted to do. And he's thinking that Rhaenys, I don't know why he's thinking this, because he knows Rhaenys is not like this. She's not going to be influenced or coerced. She's going to do what she want to do.
Yeah.
But it's like Marlee
but you had all these men trying to make these decisions for these women, and the only one who let that stick, of course, was Alicent. But the rest are like, no, that's not. that's not how it's going to be. I'm going to make the decision. This is what I have for myself. Rhaenys made that decision for herself as a dragon rider. And even though, and I think it was also trying to make a point, like he has always been about the sea. I can't wait to get back on the sea. Laenor too. I can't wait to get back on the sea. I'm dedicated to my craft, my career. Well, so are they. They're dragon riders.
Right.
Well, he doesn't really
women
understand that.
Don't mean it's anything less dedication or commitment to what they are.
But Rhaenyra and Team Black are the only ones whose women are making their own choices.
Right.
Only ones. Because it ain't that way on the other side.
Right.
No.
Not at all. So that was good though.
That was a good scene.
That scene was good.
Yeah.
That was good. I can't wait to see who gets Vermithor, because we know he coming.
Ooh,
and he's bigger than Vhagar. So I want to see who gets him. Now, it might be Rhaenys, I don't know.
They don't have anybody left in the family. I mean, they talked about doing Rhaena, and
but can a dragon
died last time?
Yeah, but can a dragon rider have more than one dragon?
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, see, so it's gonna have to be somebody. Somebody gonna get that big and no.
Well, I was thinking that would
get
be
it.
Rhaena, but she gone. So I mean, she's gone.
Well, and they said they brought her up, and they said she almost died last time she tried.
Right.
Yeah. So she ain't. Yeah, she ain't
the one.
It's going to be one of these other people that they find.
Well, and what they don't talk about yet, or they haven't, is that third son, strong son.
Oh yeah, Joffrey, and then
Joffrey.
there's Darren, that is supposedly Alicent as well. They've mentioned him.
Her third one.
He's over at the Citadel.
Oh, I forgot about him.
Yeah, see, I forgot about him too.
Lord, today. And we don't know, like, what about one of Helena, that other baby that Helena has? That baby it's a girl, but she might grow up and be a dragon rider too. You never know.
Yeah. Well, I think she has a dragon, doesn't she? Helena?
Well, she might have an egg, but I don't think she has a dragon.
I think she has
Helena has a dragon.
Does she?
I think she does.
I think she does.
I thought she did.
She don't never ride. They've never seen her ride.
Well, they don't show her, but it don't mean she don't have one.
I think she does.
We'll have to go research that.
Yeah.
Well, somebody did post on our Facebook page that, of course, these are the book people, but they said that they were really glad to see that last scene with Jace and Rhaenyra strategizing, because evidently in the lore of the books, Jace and Baela have very prominent roles.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's people that are trying to spoil us on the fly.
But they said they're very important and very, they said very important.
Let me just make a note right here. Family, don't try to spoil us on the sly because you know the book story. And try to pass it off like, ooh, I think what's going to happen is.
Well, they didn't go that far, but they did say,
don't do that.
I'm really glad that the show is following the book, because Jace and Baela have really prominent roles. And I'm, okay.
That was a spoiler.
That was a spoiler.
The fact is, we all know what's going to happen. Nothing good's going to happen.
Eventually.
But it doesn't matter.
We don't know the details.
We don't know the details.
Yeah, we don't know the details. So we don't want to know the details ahead of time.
But this is like the darkest show, and we are all just riveted to this
Yeah, but you know what, though?
dark show.
This isn't the darkest show that we've seen, though. Not in my opinion, anyway.
I'm trying to think of another show where nothing good happens.
True Blood.
I'm going to have to go back and watch.
True Blood. Oh, by that season 3. Oh,
True Blood was pretty, But I mean, it was a different type though. It was more fantastic.
It was, but I mean, nothing good.
No. It got ate up. A lot of people got ate up.
It was too much. It was good.
I have to go back and watch that show and listen to y'all talk about it.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
That's where
Anyway,
the windows that you were talking about earlier. That's where the windows and the Paco the cat's at. That's why you haven't heard.
yeah,
this.
the Paco the cat.
Okay.
It's all in
I've
the True
heard
Blood
I've
one.
heard y'all refer to Paco the cat.
Yeah.
That's my
Over and over,
funniest,
it's like-
funniest story. It's just hilarious.
No, the funniest was the windows.
Paco the cat is even better than that to me.
It's funny.
Anyway.
But the Tammy's email where she's talking about the not having no curtains when she goes to visit Andreas's family. That
my God.
we couldn't even read the email. That's how funny
It
that
was,
was.
it was
It was
hilarious. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
hilarious.
Okay.
Okay.
There's a scene with
Who?
Rhaenyra and that Alfred motherfucker.
Yeah.
Oh,
Where
yeah.
she tells him she wants him to go to Harrenhal
Yeah.
Mhm.
and go get and talk to Daemon.
That ain't gonna be good.
He ain't
I
coming
don't think
back.
so either.
No. And
Well,
he's
that's what
liable
he
to
said.
stab him. He's liable to stab the guy.
That's what he said. Did I do? I mean, are you trying
Yeah.
to send me?
Did I do something
Right.
wrong?
Right.
What?
It's just
Yeah,
my
you was
punishment.
flapping them
Yeah, you
damn
did.
gums too much. That's what it was.
But she does tell him that he was right about
Yeah, she does say
waiting
that.
for Daemon. Just waiting and waiting and waiting. And he was right. So the first thing she says is go reason with him. And then she understands. She's like, it's reasoning. And then she's
Right.
like, find out his plans. Find
Yeah.
out there's no reasoning with him. Just get him to tell you what he's going to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Daemon ain't doing all that.
Mm-mm.
I am ready for this Daemon storyline to be done.
I
I
am
am.
ready for it to be
So am.
gone. Yeah.
Chopping wood. We don't need to see the repairs.
we don't
all of that.
care.
Like let's let
I
it be
don't
done.
care
Like,
if he's playing Bob the
get
Builder.
the troops
you know?
together or don't get the troops together. Let's
That's
figure
what it
out.
was. He's
Does
playing
that-
Bob
does
the
that-
Bob the
Builder.
Builder.
Is that Harrenhal man? Simon, I think is
Yeah, Simon.
Does he remind y'all of Samuel Tarly?
Oh,
A lot.
absolutely.
Yeah.
He does. He does.
Go back and look when he's talking about like what's wrong with the castle, and he's like the bats have filled the halls with their. That he's quiet. He just and the mannerisms he has are a lot like Samuel.
Hey, that's who I first thought of. That as soon as Daemon went in there and they was eating, and the guy said, "Oh no, hey, it's yours.
Right.
You know what? You can have it."
That was funny.
Yeah, that
I thought
was
that
good.
was funny.
And Damon was like in his armor and ready for like the adventure he
He's
thought he
ready
was
for a
gonna
battle.
have. Yes, and
Yeah,
he comes in
he
and they're
wanted the
eating
battle.
supper.
That was a tense scene though, because I
it
kept
was.
thinking something was going to come out, but
Yeah.
it didn't. It didn't.
But Damon was baffled. And like even when they sat him down and gave him a plate, he's still like, they're going to poison my peas.
I mean, they just need to.
Well,
hurry
we need to
that
get the
story
soldiers
along.
together or not get
Yeah.
the soldiers together.
Yeah.
We need to figure
Yeah.
out like where they're going to get these people from. I don't know, but
Yeah.
let's just get whoever we going to get and let's get on with the.
Because,
that
we
part.
only got 3 more episodes. And I mean, they
Right?
didn't get to it.
I
you
know.
Well, and one thing we haven't talked about yet is when Simon Strong comes to Damon's chamber in the middle of the night because the River Lords are there.
Yes.
Because Daemon gave the okay for them to rape and pillage.
Yes.
So, and the River Lords are there like, this is not okay.
Hot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, did you really think this was going to gain you favor
Yeah.
with them?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes, because
Oh,
he's
yeah.
like all about let's just let the soldiers do what they want.
Yeah.
Because that's
Yeah.
what he did with
That's what
the
he
gold
did.
cloaks, remember?
Yeah.
Yep.
Mhm.
That's exactly what he
Mhm.
did with the gold cloaks.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it doesn't play well with normal people.
Mm-mm.
No. And I mean, they got rowdy batty. Like I was like, wait a minute now, y'all.
Especially
Do
that
remember,
lady.
He's
Oh, yeah,
crazy,
that
though.
woman. And she was in her little
That-
armor and
she
stuff, too.
remember.
She
Yeah,
got
he's
up in his
crazy.
face. She
She
got up in his
did.
face.
She did. I was like,
She
wait
did.
a minute. Wait a
And she wasn't the
minute.
least bit scared or nothing. She said, oh, no.
No.
We ain't
And
having that.
They keep talking over and over and over again about the Riverlands. We have to get the Riverlands.
Yes.
And he is alienating the Riverlands completely.
Yeah.
He is doing the opposite of
Mhm.
what he is trying
Yeah.
to do.
He is.
Mm.
Damn.
It's bad.
I think there's one more scene. I can't think of it now. I can't remember.
Mm.
I want to say it was with Bela and no, that was with Rhaenyra, but that was before she went to see Corlys. No, there's something else I'm missing. I'm forgetting that we didn't.
When Rhaenyra was like reminiscing about Rhaenys.
Oh yeah, that was
to her
earlier.
like,
that was
we never were like we weren't always on the same page, but
close. But she loved you guys.
Yeah,
that's when she I think gave her the hand of the king pen to give him.
To give to Corlys.
Give the Corlys.
Yep.
I thought there was another one with her and but maybe not. Maybe I'm just thinking of a different episode. Anyway, I thought it was a good episode. Besides the fact of Daemon's shenanigans,
I think it was a good episode.
It could have been more action. Like they gotta get to it.
It moved slowly to me.
But if we like the more action we have, there's only so much that can happen. I mean, there's like we're gonna see the end of the dragons. We just are. So I guess and we can't do too much action at one time because then we're going to run out of show.
Well, true.
Right.
And
but they dragging slower episodes.
They dragging some of that shit out too long.
I'm tired of Daemon's hallucinations, but I really appreciate that they are showing how the women are getting power stripped from them. And I don't like it that Alicent is going through this because I do like her, no matter what y'all think.
That's okay.
But
we can agree to
I know, and I can do that. But like, I think the way they are presenting it is just genius. That one shot that we were talking about, like that, that's good.
Well, and it was also like in Morgan Freeman's voice, that's when she realized she done effed up. When Rhaenyra told her, we need to squash this, change it. And honestly, I do agree that there was nothing that she could do that wouldn't listen to her.
Yeah. There wasn't.
But that's when she realized everything that I put into motion with that mistake has come to this point now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you what she could have done. She could have acknowledged to Rhaenyra, oh shit, I made a mistake. How are we gonna fix it? What can we do now? Because they're not gonna listen to me. So what can we do? And I'm so sorry.
I don't think
she could have said something.
If she had said that, I don't think there was anything they could do. That cat was way out of the bag.
We don't know that because she didn't say that. We don't know that.
Listen to her. We do know.
Too much had already happened. It was already set in motion.
Aegon was already the fucking king. His baby was already killed. There was no way that anything that she said was going to change him going and burning up or jacking up and getting troops together.
We had already learned from Massaria that there's more than one way to fight a war.
Well, I just remember that was the scene.
That was the scene.
That's what I kind of thought you meant, that her little minion going.
Well, the conversation they had where she was like, look, the council ain't listening to me. They just think I'm not. They just talk at me. They don't listen. Yeah. And Marsaria is telling her, well, there's other ways that we can fight this war now.
Yeah.
No, she said there's more than one way to fight a war.
Which is true. Basically, these folks that are up in King's Landing are not going to be all hunky-dory with what they doing over there because they're going to be running out of food, which is happening.
Yeah, because that blockade must be tight.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. We already know, right? When you don't grow your own shit and the borders is locked down, you don't got no food like we experienced 4 years ago.
Yeah.
And they send that maid girl out the door like in a hurry.
Yeah.
And they're at Dragonstone, like it's going to be a half hour before she gets down that winding path. Into the water.
It might take half a day.
That's all I can think about it. It's like just see her jog. Are we there? Are we there?
She made good time. Shoot, I thought.
Yeah. And did y'all see who was at the door when she got in and she went to her friend's door? Did y'all see who that was? It's the girl Alicent it's the girl that Aegon raped.
That's her.
That's who the girl was.
That's her.
Yep.
Okay, because I kept thinking it was going to be that older hoe that Aemond was with.
Because it's like
that makes sense.
She worked with her. The girl that they sent to King's Landing worked with her. And
you know what?
Yes.
That makes so much sense now.
And she gonna definitely be in there going, yeah, what can I do to help get these mothers
she had to be sent with a direct mission. She couldn't just go and, make people discontent. She has someone like that she can connect with and talk to about it, about this, how people are behaving.
And what's going on for real.
Yeah. Right. But that was, I didn't notice that for myself. I read it somewhere else, but then I went back and
that's good.
And I was like, damn,
I'm gonna go back and look.
I knew she looked familiar, but I was like, who is that girl?
Yep. That's the girl. So we know she didn't die.
Good.
That's good.
Right.
Yeah. Well, we knew that from the episode with that drunk dude.
But what I found
her butt.
Right. What I found intriguing though was the little guard guy that she went to that let her in.
Yes.
He said, we done closed the gate already. She said, but Massaria wants me in there. Oh, I thought she was dead. She said, now you know. You know better than that.
You think she'd die without taking her due?
Yes. And you know what? I was laughing because I thought, see, that little guard, don't he? Mm-hmm.
But
that's how people in positions of authority, that's how they do. They discount the small folk.
Mm-hmm.
They discount.
Well, when you don't even think that they're real people that you deserve respect, you're not going to think about what they doing until you get surprised one day.
Yeah.
And they roll up on you.
Yep. And that's about to happen.
Sure is.
And they already mad because half of them got their menfolk hung.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, all the rat catchers.
Even the ones I knew weren't guilty.
Weren't there
killed up all of them.
They worked the day shift, and that shit happened at night shift.
Right.
Why you gonna be kidding us?
And they hung him up in public.
Yeah.
And left him there.
Thinking
that was going to be a good thing to, that's how we're going to get more power. We're going to hang dead people all over downtown.
All over downtown.
It was funky because remember the scene where Alicent goes to talk to Crispy and she's like holding, and they're taking the body down?
Yeah.
And she's like, it was funky in that place.
Right. This is not a way to win friends and influence people. It's just not.
No. And then locking them up in the funk, moldy ass stuff.
And there's no bread and stuff.
Yeah.
But if anything, I would be like, why wouldn't you let people leave? That'd be less people to have to worry about.
Yeah.
Food that you'd have to keep.
Yes.
Right.
Because they want to be worshipped. I mean, if you ain't got no people in your town, what you gonna be king of?
Well, I mean, you wouldn't let everybody go.
Well, it's supposed to be king of the realm, the whole realm, not
right. But if you ain't got no people in your immediate area, what does that say about all them other folk that's in King's Landing? These 7 kingdoms, they gonna come and take your shit.
And you do. I mean, those people provide services for the royal family or whatever, like the Smiths and the rat catchers and all that. They have jobs. They're an essential part of the women who work as maids and
the blacksmiths. He was just speaking for the rest of his little guild, but they make all of the swords and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah, but they're working for free at this point. They're not getting paid.
They've been working for free.
And they're not even getting paid for the material. Like they're not even getting money. They're just having to go steal from somewhere and put it together.
Well, they're not going to do it too much longer.
No, but again, like as soon as they got rid of Otto, like that was the last chance to do anything even remotely smart in this war.
Well, I'm surprised we haven't heard from Otto yet, because even
Me
with
too.
the baby getting killed and everything, he hasn't popped up. We haven't heard like a line to say he sent a raven with a note, or he'd come back just to help with the funeral, or nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, I was going to say this. We've seen Sir Gawain, who's Alicent's brother. He is in I don't know if it's the same actor, but he's in the very first episode. He is like Sir Gawain Hightower is. Daemon does that joust.
Yes.
You're right.
So Sir Gawain Hightower is the one who loses to him.
Yes.
And then he loses to Crispy.
Okay.
So I love little details like that.
Okay. And he was.
We just didn't really see him because he was all covered up.
Because he was just there to joust. That's all he was there to do. But they said his name.
Yeah. Wow.
I like it when they track things all the way through.
Yeah. Right? Follow it up. Oh, another scene I forgot about was the scene where Aemond is in front of the Iron Throne in the throne room with all the fucking swords.
Yes.
That's what they should melt down. And then Helena comes in and she asks him, was it worth it?
Was it worth it?
Yes.
And I kept thinking at the moment, I was like, okay, now Helena, I know he your brother now.
Be careful, girl.
But be careful.
But he's not going to hurt her though.
You don't know what this is all men we're talking about.
You know what though? I think she is probably the only person that he would not harm. I really do believe that.
I don't know that there's anybody he wouldn't harm, except for
that's giving him too much
prostitute he likes. He's bad.
Except for her.
He likes that one prostitute. And then that's it.
Oh, yeah. That one. Wait a minute. That one older woman prostitute.
Yes.
Yeah, that's it.
His pseudo mama.
That's the only person we have seen him being.
That is a good point.
Anyway, tender.
Gentleish.
Yeah. He just does like.
That's a good point.
Dangerous.
That's the only time you ever see him without the patch, too. You don't even take that off at home and in the castle. He's only taking it, at least that we've seen, he's only taking it off with her.
Yeah.
And he is completely naked with her. Even to the point of
let's not go there again.
But she means like figuratively.
I know.
Right.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
He was.
Like he totally relaxed.
Egan came in and found him at his most naked.
But do you think at this point he would go back to her now? I would think no, because now that they know that he goes there. I don't believe
so.
No.
I feel like he cut it off.
Probably.
Yeah.
With her. Mm-hmm.
I don't know though. I mean, unless we see him go back, we don't know.
Yeah, don't know.
But right now he does, and Alicent keeps talking about what he is. Not who he is, but what he is. So I think she's afraid of him. Yeah. I think he and Daemon are pretty much
oh yeah.
They're mirror images of each other.
People.
He's just a younger Daemon.
Yeah.
Daemon don't give a shit about nobody.
Nope.
Not really. I think Daemon does have he is as these
he cares about Rhaenyra to a point.
Does.
As these visions show him what he's done, he does seem to hear it, at least. Whether he takes it to heart that he is,
well, I think
caused a baby to lose its head and everything.
I think the hallucinations and stuff is probably supposed to show us that he is taking it to heart, because as you pointed out with the scene with Caraxes, but he didn't say Dracarys.
Yeah.
And evidently that dragon ain't going to spew no fire unless you say
He said Dracarys off camera. He said it off camera.
But he didn't burn those Blackwood people.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't.
No, he didn't.
No, he didn't.
He let them go.
Damn.
He let them go. Because remember, he was sitting there looking all defeated, like, damn, I didn't think they were so willing to die.
Yeah, they were so willing to die. I mean, and he was saying that like, they ain't no fun in me burning them up if they just gonna say, burn me up.
Because he didn't bother
he
burning
let
them
him
up
go
because
on.
there was no fear. So he's
Well,
like,
he talked earlier
why
about
bother?
wanting them as soldiers because they're,
Mhm.
Right.
you know,
He said,
stubborn and they won't stop fighting and they're in.
I can't burn.
Yeah.
I can't
Yeah.
have soldiers if I burn them up.
And he said, those are the
Well,
kind of men I want.
Yeah.
Right.
And so that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to
So
win
that's
them
why
over.
he was right. He was trying to devise this plan to win him over.
That went
he
over my
thought-
head.
Right. Why he thought letting everybody go rape and pillage a bunch of folk was going
Right.
to endear them to
That's right.
his
That's
cause.
okay. Yeah. I didn't connect them dots.
Yeah.
And those lords came in the middle of the night.
The middle of
Woke
the
his
night.
ass up.
They
Jack.
wake up.
Wake up, bitch.
And they were not having it. They were not having it.
Well, I mean, this is the part that Daemon doesn't realize. He's thinking him being the king is all fun and games.
Oh yeah.
But you got to actually rule over people and make decisions.
Yeah.
And he's making decisions that he's seeing, oh, this is gonna make this person happy, but this person's gonna be pissed. And you gotta deal with all that shit.
And you also, I mean, you have to realize your own humanity. Like, Viserys seemed to understand that he was a human being, you know, and not some god among everybody.
But he had to though, with all that pussy stuff going on in his body.
It's like he understood, but like Daemon and Aemond have no clue that they themselves are human, just like those people. So they don't.
That's
really,
the thing about when you're raised. Well, it's not quite the same analogy, but you know, when someone has worked their way up from the bottom and made themselves something, and then they have kids, and the kids already come at the rich part or with all the stuff. They don't appreciate it as much. They don't treat people the same way.
They didn't have to work for it.
They didn't have to work for it.
That's why merit is everything. You know, you work for it and you achieve it, then you did it on your own merit. But I mean, everybody who is just, you know, walks into that and is given that is not skewed like Aemond and them are.
Right.
You know, everybody isn't. Some do appreciate
but a lot of
and stuff.
Yeah. But like, I don't think Daemon or Aemond realize it. Like, I don't think they have anything in common with any of the small folk.
Absolutely
They
not.
don't.
Absolutely, but they do.
They don't
They're
think so.
human beings. We are all human beings at the same basic level. And
all Daemon knows is that because I'm the stronger and I should be being the king, but because of their mores, I'm the second son. Therefore, I wasn't going to ever get it until he died anyway. Right. So it's my inheritance that you take it. Because it would automatically go to the second son. See that? So that's what he's thinking. Aemond's the same way.
Yep.
He told him back when they was kids. No, but he told Aegon back when they was kids, I should be the king. And when they had that conversation about you should marry Helena, and Aegon said, I ain't marrying my sister. He said, yeah, you should, because that's your duty. Remember that scene? And they were still young.
He said, I'll do it if I get asked.
Yeah, he said, but he's his second son too, see? So they have that in common too. But they think so much alike, but with Aemond's, it seems to me, it's because he don't know no better because he's still young. Daemon knows better, but he thinks the same way. He's old enough to know better, he thinks the same way.
He knows better. Yeah,
I think he has a level of delusion.
I think so.
On, according, that makes him see himself as the ruler of people, no matter who they are. Just any group of people he's in, he is the ruler.
You're right, Ellen.
Yeah,
Daemon too. But especially over Aegon, because I mean, truly. I mean, he's more educated. He's paying attention.
He's not a drunk.
Drinking, like he said.
Right.
Drinking and having like these slouches be my King's Guard and shit. I mean, in that context, yes, but not because you went and burned your brother up and shit and made it happen quick.
He burned him up.
His ass up. And Chris
And he was going to finish
I
him
couldn't
off.
say what happened. I
Yeah,
couldn't say.
he know what
I
happened.
can't say.
And
I
he
don't
was
know what
going to-
happened.
He was going to finish him off.
And
Yeah.
that was the confirmation that Allison needed, because she knew. She knew.
She already
She
knew.
knew
She
then.
did know. She did know. As soon as she saw that dagger, she
When
was
she
like,
saw that
she
dagger,
knew.
she knew.
Yep. She
Yep.
knew from the jump. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It was a good episode.
Next episode is going to be interesting because we see
It'll
some
be good.
dragons for sure.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yes,
I look forward to seeing the ones we haven't seen yet.
Me too.
Yeah.
Even the little ones. Like I
yeah.
wouldn't mind. I mean, those little ones can do some damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what Lady Erin is complaining about.
I don't either. A dragon is a dragon.
I guess
For
she
real.
thinks that someone's going to come and snatch her shit real quick, but I mean,
It's more than what she had.
Thank you.
Okay.
That's what I was saying to the TV.
Yeah,
Well,
and
damn, you got nothing now.
Right.
Yeah, and
the
she
thing is that I don't understand about when they say I want a dragon. How you gonna control a fucking dragon? You don't
Exactly.
ride. Like, what you gonna do with the
That's a
dragon when
good
it gets
point.
grown? Like, what
Right.
you gonna
Good
do with
point.
it?
Yeah.
That's a
Sit
good
there and
point.
look at it because
That's a
you
good
don't
point.
ride it unless you have someone who's there to ride it and control it.
That's a
Yeah.
The
good
dragon
point.
ain't gonna do you no good, no how.
Mm-mm.
right, right.
For
unless
sure.
unless
That's how-
Rhaena bonds with one of them little babies,
Mhm.
but she ain't bonded with it yet. So I don't know.
No.
You know how that's gonna work.
But also, it seems like some of the kingdom people who have sworn allegiance to the Greens and stuff. It seems to me, though, like just little comments that people have made, that they getting tired because them dragons is eating up all their food, especially Vagar.
Yeah.
Yeah,
she
that
doesn't
might
happen
be
to
why
today.
there's no meat.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
They were saying that.
because-
Remember when Otto was saying when he was taking the people that were coming in and
Yeah.
Aegon was saying, "Oh, we'll replace your sheep," and Otto was like, "No, because these dragons need to eat, and we need to eat, so they'll just have to figure that shit out."
Yeah.
I mean, this happened to Daenerys too when Drogon was
Yeah.
out gallivanting around, killing up not only
Yeah.
sheep but kids too.
Yeah,
Yeah, I remember that.
She had to deal with, and then I didn't like what she did, but she tied his ass up and put
I
him down
know.
in the caves and all that.
the fact is, dragons are not controllable
Right.
completely. None
No.
of them is going to
No.
be completely controllable.
No.
They will, like, there's a point where they're just like, fuck it, I'm going to do what I want.
Well, yeah.
I'm hungry,
And I
gotta
would
eat.
imagine,
I'm
especially
hungry.
when they're hungry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
I think really Daenerys controlled hers the best, but I mean, even still, when she wasn't around because she had to take care of business, they would be out doing what they do. So, I mean, yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens. But yeah, everybody talking about we need these dragons, but they ain't got nobody to help control these dragons.
No.
and no one,
ride 'em.
no one is ruling right now. Like no one. The whole,
No one.
the realm has come apart because all the Targaryens can think about is killing each other.
Mm-hmm.
So no one is actually seeing to the well-being of the realm.
And see, that's why them Starks is smart. We in the North, baby.
Yep.
We
And
don't
we
involve
staying up
ourselves
here.
with that shit. We
We
trying
don't
to
involve ourselves with
White
that.
Walkers and shit. We ain't got time for y'all.
Right.
Because winter is coming.
Okay.
It actually is. They talk about winter coming. Winter is
Yes,
coming
they
in that
did.
show. Yeah.
That's what the
phrase, I think,
phrase
are the
said.
ones-
Phrase said
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, that's what the phrase said.
They said winter's on the way. They didn't say coming, but
Yeah.
still.
Yeah.
On the way.
They said the
On the
winds.
way.
The winds are up.
Yeah. All right. Let's get into our feedback. We have quite a bit today and a few, of course, from last episode for those slow pokes last week. So our very first one for episode 4 is from Beth B from, let me start that over because she doesn't say her whole name. So our very first one is from B in Atlanta. Hey, B.
Hey, B.
Hey, B.
And her her subject line is B from ATL's Hot D feedback. It's getting good, y'all. Hey, sisters. We are finally getting the mystical magic we were missing in this show with Daemon and his haunted house subplot. The mental torture he's going through right now is well-deserved after yoking up Ray every 5 minutes and setting up Lil Jacerys to be killed. Hello. The yoking part.
Yeah.
The yoking part. I'm going to need him to pause on his HGTV Harrenhal home makeover for a second. Because the blacks...
That's it. That's good.
Because the blacks will need his help and his dragon very soon.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That scene with Aemond and Aegon at the small council was hilarious. Aemond embarrassed the hell out of Aegon with his fluent High Valyrian, while Aegon is still very much on level 1. And we can all agree that Aemond was purposefully trying to kill his brother during that dragon battle, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what we think.
I mean, I questioned that last week too, but yeah, he was getting his lick back. Rest in peace to the queen that never was, Rhaenys, and she spelled it just like my
Manny,
Rhaenys. She has provided such good counsel to Ray, had one of the few non-toxic marriages on this show, and encouraged Corlys to recognize his bastard. And then she put S in parentheses, bastard.
Yeah, you probably got more than one.
You probably do got more than one. Not to mention, she went toe-to-toe with Vhagar and put up an amazing fight. She will be missed, but I'm really hoping she's some sort of special Targaryen and is still alive. The queen that never dies. Oh, I don't think so.
She's dead.
She dead. She gone.
No. B from Atlanta. P.S. Larys is 100% going to use that moon tea against Alicent real soon, and I can't wait for her to be called out. You know he is.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to anymore, though.
Thank you, B.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, B.
Thank you.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to use anything against her anymore. He's fully
I agree.
her.
Yeah, because did you notice? I mean, he ain't lurking in the background. He was sitting at the table.
No, he's not.
Okay.
Right.
Right there
sitting
next
at the
to
table.
her.
He lurked his way all the way to the table.
I feel like she's right though. When it benefits him, he will reveal that information that he knows accidentally on purpose to someone that he wants to know that information.
Accidentally on purpose.
You know? Oh, did I say? Oh, were you listening at the door? I didn't see you there. What'd you hear? Meanwhile, he talking loud. You know?
Yeah, it could be. Could be.
Like especially with Aemond, if he wants to get in good with Aemond. And drive that wedge even further.
Because he's got lots of stuff he could say if that's his goal. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Or even Crispy. Like if Aemond is taking too much advice from Crispy and he like, oh, no. I need to be in there. He'll let it slip that her and Crispy been sleeping together or something.
Yeah.
I bet. And she's been taking that tea. Ooh, that's good. That's going to be good. Thank you, B. Okay, our next feedback is from Will.
Hey, Will.
Sisters.
Hey, Will.
I don't think it's the Will, the Will, the other Will. It's a different Will.
Okay.
No, it's not Seatown Will. It's
still Hey, Will.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Will the tax man. Our other tax man.
Another tax man.
Hey, sisters and Sister Speak Nation. I just wanted to give a quick apology for the long-ass voice note and the bird and car noise you hear in the background. I recorded this during my dog's walk. Oh, Lord, Will. How long is this sucker?
Oh, wow.
Oh, boy.
Hey, sisters. Hey, Sister Speak Nation. This is Will from Los Angeles.
Can you hear
Just
it?
want to start by saying thank you so much for being back. Your show is as good as ever. Funny and insightful. And it's just a Christmas day every time you guys show up in my feed. So thank you so much for that. House of the Dragon Season 2. I mean, Episode 4 completely blew me away. I thought it was a perfect adaptation of the scene from the short story that has been in my mind ever since I read it all those years ago. It exceeded my expectations of what they were able to do. The CGI, the dragons, the tension they were able to build. It felt all so real. And I think the writers of the show have done a great job in setting the stakes up so that when we have an emotional death like this with a character we love, such as Queen Rhaenys, we feel it emotionally. And I felt it ever since I read the book. I have a vision of what she looks like in my head. And I think Eve Best, the actress who played her in the TV show, played Queen Rhaenys, is just played and acted all of that so perfectly. She'll be missed. And oh man! And the other part I really liked about
what the birds doing?
Aegon and Aemond kind of ambushing Queen Rhaenys and Meleys at Rook's Rest. In the book, it was made to seem like an ambush, a coordinated ambush between the brothers. But instead, in the show, you see Aegon kind of called an audible without telling anybody.
Yeah.
And got himself killed, or injured very badly. And in the book, we just don't get that. So I love that. I love that slight little change they made, because you see that Aegon is driven by insecurity, rejection, fear, and pride. And this leads him to make this drastic decision. And then his younger brother, Aemond, sees it happening and is so pissed. He's like, I'm just going to sit here and wait for a minute. Let this fool learn his lesson. And then when they're finally in the air, Aemond does the Dracarys and aims it dead at Aegon. That was just so powerful. Aemond taking that opportunity to do that to his brother, to take him off the board. And they've shown that Aegon has always been a terrible older brother to Aemond. But Aemond, for the most part, has always played his role as a dutiful brother. No real concern about his brother's heirs. He was just content to do what needed to be done for the family. But now I'm thinking, has Aemond just been plotting all along to get his brother out of power? I mean, he has the biggest dragon. He speaks Valyrian. He idolizes Daemon. I think Aemond might have been going after this all along, going after the brother. So I just did not have that context before, and it blew me away, especially as a middle brother. I'm a second son, I guess. I have an older brother, and this really made me think about my relationship with him, because we're very similar to both the characters. I'm very much like Aemond, and he's very much like Aegon. And luckily, we don't have anything to argue over, to fight over.
Oh, well.
As far as
this ain't the Will show. Come on.
But, I do wonder if I would have taken that opportunity. If that would happen, it makes me think of Cain and Abel. It's very biblical. It's very cool. So I enjoyed it. And honestly, I wouldn't do that to my brother, because just like Aemond and Aegon, they suffer from the same trauma. They just process it differently. And I think that's what I understand about my brother as well. But I don't think Aemond understands that about Aegon and just wanted to get him off the board. So All right, I don't think I'm keeping this shit short, so I'm going to log off right
you're
now.
not.
Really enjoyed the episode. I hope you ladies have a wonderful day. Bye.
You know what, Will?
Thank you, Will.
I don't know what was
Thank you,
worse,
Will.
the lame or the background noise.
You know what, Will? Next time, not only do you
That
need to
traffic.
keep this shit short because we have a lot of other email to get to. However, go in the house. Don't be doing that shit outside the world. What the hell was these birds? Sound like
he was taking the dog for a walk.
He was. I read it where he said he was outside.
Yeah, I know, but at one point it did sound like the birds.
No,
were
it sounded like them
him.
birds was attacking or something.
Like they were. It did.
Yeah. Anyway, oh no, that's way too long. Don't do that again.
And the stuff with you and your brother, save that for Ask the Sisters.
Yeah, save that.
He was trying to say it made him reflect on his relationship.
It's
with
too
his
long.
brother as a second son.
It's too long, Will. Thank you. It was long. Don't do that again.
Okay. Will had an email for episode 5.
Nah, it better not be long.
And I don't know if it's long or not.
I hope it's indoors.
We'll see. Damn, y'all rough on people today.
Hey, you know what?
Hey, sisters. Hey, Sister Speak Nation. This is Will from LA. And this is my feedback for House of the Dragon Season 2, Episode 5. So, I really, really love this episode. The only thing I really left this episode saying was poor Alicent. Poor Alicent. I feel like everybody's ganging up on her. And it's not right. It's not right, you know? What? Like she's getting all the blame for her 3 messed up kids. And it's not just her fault. I feel like Viserys doesn't get enough blame for the way these kids came out. I feel like it's all just been pinned on Alicent. But Alicent did the best she could. You know, it wasn't much she could do to prepare Aegon to be king because Rhaenyra was the heir. So honestly, she had these 3 kids, but they were pretty useless because they would have no power. You know, Viserys had made it known that Rhaenyra and her descendants will rule the throne. So who are these kids? You know what I mean? Like she didn't have any say in their futures of what that could have been. You know, her dad was just biding his time until he can lay his plans and take over the succession. And I feel like Alicent just has been a tool of her dad since her mom died, and especially since she came of age and was pushed onto Viserys, you know, having to have sex with the crypt keeper every day. You know, that's got to be terrifying. I would be. The last thing I'd be thinking about them kids. I'd be drunk all the time because I don't want to be having Viserys kissing my neck while his fingers are falling off. So Alicent had to deal with all that terror. And then Rhaenyra's over here.
What I see her doing is drinking a lot.
You know, just having bastards.
Although last week she
just sleeping around, not just flouting her status. Like, all right, you know, I'm a female, but I'm not. I'm going to do what I want to do. And, you know, Alicent was jealous, but who wouldn't be jealous in that situation? So, I don't know. She got into the council meeting and she tried to nominate herself, and everyone's like, sit down, girl. Like, you don't want any part of this. This is above your pay grade. And I feel bad for her. She has to feel so lost, guilt-ridden, lonely, abandoned. I'm so interested to see where she goes from here, and I hope everyone starts to give her a little bit more respect because, you know, she's just a girl out here in a man's world trying to do the best she can. All right, ladies, that's all I gotta say. Have a good one. Thank you so much. Can't wait for the next episode. Talk
Talk to you soon. Bye.
And I'll tell y'all, I did not pay that man to.
I know. It's like y'all are in the same mind.
Yes. We're going to repeat. That's too damn long. That's too long. You got to keep that shit short.
Okay.
But it was a better background, though.
But thank you.
I don't feel sorry for her
Not at all.
I don't either.
No. I do agree, though. She doesn't take all the blame for them kids because Viserys was really only cared about Rhaenyra.
He was detached.
Yeah, he was.
He only cared about
with his sons, you know?
Right. He only cared about Rhaenyra. I mean, he had another daughter, Helena, but he didn't care about her really either. He only cared about the woman, the daughter with the woman he loved, which was his first wife. And so he only really cared about Rhaenyra. And so, yeah, those kids, even if he had Rhaenyra as the heir, he could have been showing them boys how to do.
Doesn't he refer, like at the point where he's dying, doesn't he refer to Rhaenyra as my only child at some point?
Does he?
I think so. I don't think I'm making that up. It's when he's bedridden and not making a lot of sense. Mm-hmm. But I don't think I made that up. I think that happened.
Okay. Could be. It's probably the only one he really acknowledges. I mean, we see that. So
well, you're
right there, but short. Okay, Jay, we're past that part. We're talking about what he was talking about at this point.
I couldn't even tell you.
Rude.
When it's that long and rambling, you just kind of like tune out. At least I do. So now y'all know.
Thank you, Will. Okay, our next email is y'all rough on folk today.
Hey,
okay,
I said thank you.
Okay, I'm trying to move on. Our next email is from Zombie Scotty.
Hey, Zombie
Scotty.
And it is a tagline looks like, "Hello, wonderful sisters. Here's my tagline for the Hot D podcast. Sir Zombie Scotty out." And let me play that now.
Okay.
Hey there, Sisters Big Nation. This is Sir Zombie Scotty of House Silver Fox, Lord Commander of the Sisters Guard, coming to you from Normal, Illinois with one piece of dragon riding advice. Never ever fly your dragon over a castle unless you know what's on the other side.
Yes.
Good point.
Good advice.
Yes.
Thank you, Zombie.
Thank you,
Zombie.
Thank you.
That was one, because she was riding awful, like, nonchalant.
Yeah.
I mean, she was looking around, but...
Yeah.
And somebody else made a comment. How the hell did Vhagar sneak up on them?
He was lying in the woods. She was lying in the woods.
He was lying on the ground.
Yeah.
In the ground.
But I mean, when he finally came and chomped Meleys, he was flying.
Oh, yeah.
But she saw him before that.
Yeah. She did.
Right, but what I'm saying is, how did she not see him coming to dodge because he came out of nowhere without her hearing him?
I think.
Yeah, he was above her because she was still burning, and you got to be low enough to burn. She was still burning up shit, and then Vhagar was above Meleys.
The point was, I think somebody made last week is how did he fly in and she not notice he was flying in? Because something that big would have made some noise.
Right, noise.
Wings or something. Until they were right up on.
The whistling wings.
yeah, with holes in it. But we've already discussed the fact that, this was a battle. Like she had told Meleys, hey, old girl, we going into battle again. Yep. This was a battle. She was going to be in there for the duration. She already probably resigned herself. Okay, I ain't making it this time. Yeah. And especially when Vhagar came up on the scene, because at first it was Vhagar. She was fighting Sunfire, and then Vhagar came in there. So, at that point, she probably already resigned herself to, hey, let me go burn up a whole bunch of shit that I can.
But she didn't burn the last two passes. She was just looking. I think
I think it also threw her off.
Yeah, I think
that
so too.
When he said Dracarys, and it wasn't directed at her.
No, it wasn't going because Meleese went up like that. Because if you watch it, Meleese went up, but that's because Rhaenys was an adept at battle. She knew what to do with her dragon and how to control her dragon, where Aegon didn't. So that fire got him all the way because she was not singed like that. She went down. So
she was a little bit, looked like she had a little sunburn, but she was
smoke. Yeah,
a little sooty.
She had smoke soot on her.
Sooty. That part.
Yeah. So
okay,
anyway.
Our next email is from Roxy. Hey, Roxy.
Hey, Roxy.
Oh, it's been a while, Roxy.
It's been a minute, and I love Roxy. She always has extra big font, which I love. Hello, sisters. Hope everyone and the fam is doing great. I wasn't getting your notifications for YouTube. Well, I hope you're getting them now because did you hit the bell? You have to hit the bell.
Yeah, hit that bell, baby.
Like the page, and that's the only way you'll get the notifications.
Yep.
Yeah. I'll try to keep this shit short. Episode 1. People really need to listen to Helena. She knows her shit. You just don't know when or where.
Yeah.
Alice, pot, kettle, black. And she is the worst. She is the queen dowager. Fuck Christian C.
Oh, Lord.
Episode 2. Listen to Helena. She is talking about the rats and looking at her soon-to-be late son's bed. If anyone noticed, was she looking at his bed?
I'd have to go back and look at it.
If anyone notices, she is already making her son's funeral gown.
Now, somebody else pointed that out too.
Someone else, I saw that in the TV app. Someone
pointed that out. She was already making it. Yeah.
Episode 3. Alice and her father are finally getting the memo that Aegon is not fit to rule. He told them over and over that he is not fit. Not thousands have to die because Otto wanted power and Alice was pissed at Rhaenyra.
Yeah.
Yeah. He did say that multiple times when he was a teenager and when he was
I don't want to.
I don't want it.
That's not what I want. I want to just drink and be debauched.
Episode 4. The Queen That Never Was. She offered herself in order for Rhaenyra to get off. But to do some, okay, hold on now, Roxy. She offered herself in order for Rhaenyra to get off. But to do something, I will say that both camps don't want to listen to either Alice or Rhaenyra. Team Black pretty much told the Queen to sit down and that they'll handle it. Yeah. That's what all the councils are doing to them. And Daemon, he is off at Harrenhal bugging out with the ghost. Let's just say that Aemond has never forgotten how the king has always bullied and teased him. At the brothel last week was the last straw. Everyone should have seen this coming. See, that's what I said. Yeah. He gonna get his shit beat. Oh, yeah. The way he left out of that room, you was like, ooh, that ain't gonna end well.
Yeah.
Sorry, sisters. Try to keep this shit short. Always watching you guys, even if I don't post. Love, Roxy.
Thank you, Roxy. But yeah, you had said from that brothel scene that he was going to get even. We just didn't think it was going to be like, I'm going to kill my brother.
Like he always trying to get, I think at this, because he was bullied so much by them, now when he wants to get revenge, he wants to hurt them. Like he doesn't want to just do a prank or nothing. He wants to actually hurt the person. It's crazy. Okay, our next email is from Gage.
Hey, Gage.
Hi, Gage.
Hello, Gage.
Hi, glorious sisters. It's Gage from Philly again. A lot happened this episode, but in the spirit of KTSS, I'll just focus on two things.
Thank you.
Daemon keeps pressing that he wants to be the king while he's doing Extreme Makeover Harrenhal edition.
Extreme Makeover, yeah.
But it's so clear that he'd be a terrible king.
Yes.
Beyond his temper and his impulsiveness, he's also completely awful at face-to-face diplomacy.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we're saying.
He offended the Tully Prince that he summoned to Harrenhal in the last episode, and now he's made a terrible mess of this situation with the Brackens and the Blackwoods. And once again, Jay, say it.
Once again.
Managed to do war crimes with Rhaenyra's banners. King, he can't even be a decent estranged husband.
That's true.
But
That's so
you know
true.
what? That is what he is. An estranged husband.
He is.
Exactly.
Yes.
And that
Yeah.
witch girl, owl, whatever she is,
Yeah.
Alice, she said, "Oh, you done had a fight with your wife, and now you over here."
She called it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Baby,
she did.
basically pouting.
Mhm.
She did.
Mhm.
She did.
She did.
Mm.
On the other end, I love the roles that our sisters, Baela and Rhaena, are now playing. That lady at the veil better watch the way she's talking to Rhaena, though. Keep it cute, lady. Rhaena held her own, though, and Baela bringing the hand of the queen offer to the sea snack while also managing to tell him about himself and get him in line. She's learned a lot from her grandmother, clearly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was good.
Mhm.
Thanks again for all you do, sisters. Hot D wouldn't be the same without your podcast. Gage. Thank you, Gage.
Thank you, Gage.
Oh, I do
Yeah,
hope we see more of Rhaena and Baela.
Yeah, Baela
Yeah.
has learned though, and she was diplomatic
Mhm.
with it too, though.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. But she got it said. Mhm.
She did. Like my grandmother didn't go out there because she was coerced.
Right.
She wanted to. So get it together. Okay, our next email is from Age. Thank you for the phonetic
Age.
spelling
Thank you,
again,
Age.
I just want to say the other way. Subject line is episode 5 feedback. Go Jace, go.
Yeah.
Hey sisters, gonna jump right in. My favorite part of the episode was thinking Jace messed up big time, but ended up making the perfect maneuver to counteract Daemon's massive fuck up with the River Lords.
Yes.
Jace gets a little pat on the head from me playing that Game of Thrones good attaboy. He did.
He did.
He did.
He did good. Mhm.
Every time they show Daemon on screen now, I'm like, oh Lord, what is it this time?
Yes.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yes.
Sister K, I know you're looking for the words to describe how Larys Strong looks different. The words are, he looks hotter. Oh.
Oh,
That's not the words I was looking for, Age.
No.
no. No.
Connor?
No.
He does look different though. Marlee, have you
But
noticed?
not hotter.
Or
No,
do you
not
think he
hotter.
looks different? Because I feel like since last season, whenever he's on screen, he looks different. Like
Damon?
bigger or
Damon? I think he
no,
looks
No,
Larys.
Clubfoot.
Oh, Clubfoot. I think he looks cleaner. Like,
Yeah.
Cleaner.
like he doesn't look as
Okay.
greasy.
He's not
maybe.
yeah, maybe it's the greasy and he's not as
And he's
not
not
as
like
stooped
we
over.
don't see him dragging his foot around as much.
He's more confident now.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
he
yeah,
has
maybe that's
made it into the position that he
Yes.
or one of them that he has, his eye on, and now he has more confidence. So
Yeah.
maybe that's it.
Okay.
That's-
Maybe that's
yeah.
it. Maybe that's
It's
it.
something different about him though.
Damn.
Ooh, Age, she said, he looks hotter. LOL. JK. Joking. This past episode, he started looking ratty to me again. Oh gosh. That's all. Take care. Age. P.S. P.S. In y'all's last podcast episode, when Manny said Vagar probably sounded like a train whistle when she flies, I laughed so hard that my dog, who is deaf, shot me a funny look like he was scared, which made me think I was laughing so loud that it restored his hearing for a second.
Oh. is a cute little dog.
Restore his hearing for a
Restore
second.
his hearing for a second. Or maybe it was because I was rolling on the floor laughing.
Yeah, it was because you're rolling on the floor.
Yeah.
Oh, that's something, a deaf dog.
Oh, cute. Oh,
There's
that was fucking funny about the
was.
holes in the wings.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. Thank you, Age.
Hey, send us a
Thank you,
picture of
H.
your little dog. 'Cause we like dogs.
Aw.
Yeah, send us a picture.
That's hard when they don't hear because then you can't.
I know.
You gotta make sure you can touch them so they know
Well,
what you.
hand
know.
signals, I'm sure. Yeah, you have to teach them
Yeah.
hand signals and stuff.
So,
Send us a picture. Want to see the picture?
yeah, we looked on the pictures. Okay, our next email is from Taj. Hey, Taj.
Thank you, Taj.
Hey, sisters. I'm going to keep my shit short and say that one, Jace is my boyfriend now. I like how the actor that plays him kind of embodies the way Millie Alcock played young Ray Ray. A very sly and politically savvy heir. Yeah, he's smart.
Yeah, he is smart.
Number 2, I just wanted to add my 2 cents on Alicent's mothering. I don't think that she can be a good mom to them because she's disgusted by them. She's always been disgusted by the Targaryens and their ways. Oh, that's true. As soon as Viserys got sick and stayed in his room, she and her father redecorated the entire Red Keep. Remember all of those sex posters they had hanging on the walls and all over the place? Gone.
Sex posters.
You mean those tapestries?
Sex posters.
Her children being born with such Targaryen features could have only made her more put off from them.
Oh.
She never held them, and quiet as she didn't. Remember we were talking about that?
Yeah, because you pointed that out.
He was always passing them off to the maids. Yeah. Or whenever she did hold them, they was always crying.
They was always crying. Yeah.
And quiet as it's kept, Ray Ray's 3 sons walking around looking like the babies Alicent would have had with Cole if she was allowed to make her own choices from jump isn't helping the matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Jealous. Yep. That's a good point. Thank you, sisters, for all you do. Can't wait to hear the episode. Taj. And then she has a PS. The sea snack is hand. Ooh, Team Black is about to eat. He used to be on Viserys' council wearing them out.
Yep.
He was about that business.
Yeah. He's about that business. So he would be a good hand of the kingdom because he's smart and he's old enough to have been in battles and stuff. So he know. Yeah.
As long as he listens, like if he would just not always think he's right and listen, that will be.
Yeah, well, but
it'll work.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
I do think you're right about Alicent with the kids. I think more than that is because she didn't have a choice, like you said, in having them, really,
right,
with Viserys.
Right. But she also, we don't know. Marriage. Right. I don't recall if they've ever said what age Alicent was when her mother died. So she and the only other female I ever saw her around was Rhaenyra. So who was her, a year younger than her. So, she really hasn't had any females around her to
except
for talk to
Rhaenyra's mom.
True.
Remember when she walked,
but she was busy having babies and having stillbirths and stuff. So she was always like, halfway incapacitated.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So.
Yep. It's a stark difference.
Yeah.
Thank you, Taj. Okay, our next email is from Joseph. Hey, Joseph.
Hey, Joseph.
And it is a voicemail. His subject line is, Hati, episode 5, was that fucking Daemon's mom? Yeah.
Yes.
Literally.
Yep. Okay, let me play his voicemail.
Hey sisters, it's Joseph from Las Vegas, sending in my quick thoughts on the latest episode of House of the Dragon, episode 5, season 2, Regent. Just like what Sarah thought in the UK from last week's episode, it was a little bit too much talking this episode. But there were some pretty good moments. Don't get me wrong. I think what really stood out for me was when we're at King's Landing and they're bringing back Aegon, and we see a very quick clip of Alicent staring at the dagger that Aemond got from Aegon. I wonder if somehow that's her fulfillment of knowing that it is true, the Song of Ice and Fire. But I don't know if she can read Valyrian from that sword. What else? It was so sad to see in the very beginning, Corlys, C-Snack all depressed and shit. That was very, very sad to see.
Yeah.
I'm getting tired of these Daemon Harrenhal scenes. I really hope it kind of closes up this season and not transfer over next season 3. It's reminding me a little bit of Theon a little bit. Minus the torture and getting his dick cut off. And was that his fucking mom in his fucking dream or whatever? That is messed up. What else that I can think of? That's pretty much it that comes off from my head. Just a bit too much talking. Alicent, that was kind of weird, the heavy breathing that Alicent was doing. I thought she was going to burst out, but it was a bit, when Sister J speak, a bit too long of her breathing and focusing on her breathing and her whatever she was doing. Can't wait for the podcast. It was so good to see Sister Ellen back. I hope she stays on for the second half of season 2. Bye, sisters.
Thank you, Joseph.
Thank you, Joseph.
Thank you, Joseph.
I actually, I don't like Alicent really, but I didn't mind that scene that they focused in on her. I thought
it was one of the best scenes.
Me too. I thought it was good.
Just because to see her face change and her realizing, okay, this is
okay. Yeah,
but she is annoyed at the beginning of it.
Yeah.
Like she just has a terrible realization as it comes on.
I think you're right. Yeah,
really good acting.
And I really didn't focus on it until you mentioned that, Marlee. But yeah, you could see her changing, and especially when they, muted out the stuff and you could hear her breathing. Then you get the sense that she is like scared.
Yeah,
what they doing, and then you hear in the background, let's close the gates and stuff.
Yep,
and that's when she really,
Yep.
Thank you, Joseph. Okay, our next email is from Jess.
Hey,
Jess.
Hi, Jess.
Thank you, Jess. Hi, ladies. It's Jess from South Carolina, South Kakalaki. And feedback is attached. It's a voicemail. I love these voicemails, y'all. Keep them coming.
I know.
Hey, sisters, and hey, family. This is Jess from South Carolina, originally from New Jersey. And also on Facebook, I go by Yesenia. I live a little bit of a double life. And there's a little backstory to that, but I will not share it here because we need to keep that shit short, friends. I used to call in during season 1 as the mom that was always in the car line. Not sure if you remember that. Anyway, on to this episode. I really enjoyed it. I love this world and these stories. Now, I have to say that I think I'd rather watch 2 or 3 more Targaryen births and even have to deal with seeing Aemond naked with his ding-dong out again. If that meant I never have to see somebody peeling burnt armor off of skin, that was disgusting, and I couldn't even watch my TV. Blech.
Yeah.
Also, makes a lot of sense that Daemon's going nuts as that tower he's sleeping in is full of batshit. So he's batshit crazy. I also really enjoyed Rhaena and Corlys scenes. She was probably my MVP for this episode. She broke it down. He needed to hear it. And I hope he absorbs what she said because he's been kind of getting on my nerves, talking out of both sides of his mouth. I didn't like it. So I'm looking forward to next week, looking forward to everybody's feedback, and have a good day. Bye.
Thank you, Jess.
Thank you, Jess.
You know what, though? She is right, though. He C-Snack has been kind of talking out of both sides of the
Yes.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
he needed to be told.
And playing off on her too.
Yeah. Yeah, we done talked about that because, Mm-hmm.
Doing all that talking. You got all them skeletons.
That's why he liked to go to sea. Mm-hmm.
That's why.
He going
where
to
the Where the mama at? Pintos?
We don't know where she at. But that would be interesting.
Find out. We'll find out.
Yeah, what he gonna do? Is he gonna try to get another
wife?
Is he gonna still try to? Well, he can't go out to sea now if he's the hand.
True.
He's gonna have to send his people out and him stay. You know.
But is he gonna contact his mama? That boy, mama?
I think so.
Why would he?
Why not? He's been.
Why not? He's a widower.
Oh,
he's a widower now.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, maybe. I don't know. That's awful quick.
I know. That's probably far-fetched.
Awful fucking quick if you do.
That's a different show.
Like, we got 3 episodes. We don't have time for the days of our coreless mamas, baby mamas or whatever.
Baby mamas.
Days of our lives in the drift mark.
That was my show back in the day.
Days of Our Lives.
Days of Our Lives, baby.
Oh my God.
That was my show.
Bo and Hope for life.
Bo and
Hope. Oh my God.
And Victor Kiriakis.
Yes.
Kimberly and Shane.
Yes.
I don't remember Shane.
Kimberly and Shane. Shane ended up being the man on The Nanny. That was the same actor.
Yep.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, I do remember him now. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah.
Patch.
That was my show. I didn't
sad,
miss a
isn't it?
day.
That almost all the soap operas are gone.
I know.
Almost all, yeah.
Now there's only I think Young and the Restless.
The Young and the Restless still comes on. I think
General Hospital might still be.
General Hospital still comes on.
Okay, I used to watch General Hospital too.
Me too.
I never did get into that.
Luke and
Days
Laura.
was mine.
Yeah.
Days was mine.
I did like Days though. Okay.
Didn't miss it.
Sorry for that. Memory lane. Okay, our next email is from Nevada. Hey, Nevada.
Hey, Nevada.
Hey, sisters. I cannot wait to learn more about the bloodlines and genealogy. Even though the Targaryens have only ruled for just 130 years, I can't wait to see which members from the other great houses and families in Westeros can potentially become dragon lords in the show and how they differ from the books. Until next time, Nevada.
Thank you, Nevada.
Thank you, Nevada.
Thank you, Nevada.
That's going to be interesting to see what they come up with, like in their research and stuff. I think that's a really good thing to add, you know?
Yeah. And then to kind of wrap that back around to Game of Thrones, like what we learned during Game of Thrones too.
Yeah.
That's where it's really fun to watch how they put all those ties together.
Yeah, that's true.
Excuse me. Okay, our next email is from Shalita.
Hey, Shalita.
Okay, her subject line, because you know she's always got epic ones. Hot D, season 2, episode 5, aka boring episode, aka how is Daemon not seeing he's being gaslighted and driven crazier than normal? Yep. Aka stupid patriarchy. AKA poor Corliss. AKA Bela is awesome.
Yep.
Hey sisters, hope y'all are doing well and glad to see you back, Sister LM. This was my least favorite episode of the show to date. Just wasn't feeling it. My feedback is below, which I hope you can play. I recorded it while the end credits were playing, so the music is in the background. Oops. Until next time, Alita from Philly. All right, let's play.
Shalita wasn't playing. She hopped off a live and
This is
started
Shalita from
recording.
Philly. I wasn't really feeling this episode, but I did like the ending because that does open up a whole lot of new stuff. So that should be interesting. But otherwise, Daemon stays fucking up, and he's just like clueless and these chauvinistic male assholes don't let a woman do nothing. Okay. But Baela stepped up. I love her. She's awesome. And poor Corlys is mourning. He may have cheated, but he loved that woman dearly. Okay, that's it. Allison's still a terrible mother. Aemond's going to get everybody killed, and that's about it. Fuck Crispy.
Man, you made that short and sweet.
Thank you, Shalita.
Oh, gosh. That was quick.
Man.
Yeah, he stayed jacking shit up.
Yeah.
That's the
But
name
she's
of Game
right,
of Thrones.
though. Sea Snake, he might have played around and stuff when he was at sea, but he dearly loved.
He really did.
Rhaenys.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He really did.
And that's one thing Baela says is like, I wonder if she knew it was all for her.
Yeah.
That was,
yes.
that got him when she said that.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's great that Baela knew it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Shalita. Our next email is from Kate. Hey, Kate.
Hey, Kate.
Hello, Kate.
And her subject line is, what happens in Harrenhal probably won't stay in Harrenhal.
Yep.
Hey, sisters and family. Hope everyone is doing well. So glad to hear your voice again, LM. Welcome back. Just want to clarify one thing before I start. I'm not a book reader. Joffrey spoiled all of us when he told Marjorie about the Dance of Dragons in an early season of Game of Thrones.
Mm-hmm.
He did.
He did.
That was probably
he
season,
did.
what, 3 or 4?
I forget what season, but he did. Yeah.
He did.
Now that she
How
mentions
do y'all
it, yeah.
remember this shit? I don't remember
Because
this.
Game of Thrones is a classic, baby.
It is, but I haven't. It's been
So,
years
like,
and I
we
haven't been
know
back.
how this war ends already.
Yes, we know.
We already know.
We know stuff.
Yes.
Okay.
We drink and we know things.
There you go. Take a sip.
There you go.
First of all, let's start off with a drink for our queen that should have been and her loyal dragon.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Trashy bringing out the head of Meleese. Crispy is too dumb to realize this was a huge fuck up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? Because he ain't no damn hand. He don't have no thoughts.
Exactly, Z.
No, we don't have no thoughts.
Well, he is the hand, but he don't have no thoughts.
But he's no, but I mean, at least Otto had strategy and he was pushing towards something. But Crispy don't think. He don't have that education to do that.
Yeah.
The rat catchers are still hanging. That smell.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know it's funky up over there. Did Helena see this coming? She's watching them bring him in like she's not surprised.
Yeah.
I feel like she probably saw it coming. Mm-hmm. I know it's fake, but those effects are gross. I know. Probably the taking off the armor.
Taking off the armor.
Ooh.
And setting his leg, but setting his leg did it for me.
That was nastier than that for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it was like split too. The skin was split.
Yeah.
It was split. And there was a chunk of bone out of it.
I turned away from the TV.
Yeah.
I want to see.
I was watching.
I want to see that thing.
And I don't agree. I would rather watch them taking off the burning thing than seeing Aemond in the brothel naked.
Yeah, I would much rather see them taking off the burn stuff and treating burns than Aemond naked.
Aemond.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
That was awful.
Oh, I was going to say real quick on the burns. That means that week or however long it took them to get back, they just left all that shit on him. They didn't try to.
They're not meisters. They can't.
But they don't take no medical staff with them when they go on.
They don't have no medics out there. The meisters do all that stuff.
I would take a meister. You would think they would take at least one meister with them.
No, the meisters say, "Oh hell no, we ain't going."
Just be in the way.
Meisters say, "Oh, we ain't no soldier. We ain't going."
No, like any other war, you have medics that go over there with them.
No, you thinking modern day. This is this is Westeros. No.
That meister would have got burnt up.
Burnt up, baby.
Sure would have. You sure would.
They're not,
what?
like if one of them shows up with a red cross, nobody's gonna care.
Right.
Like
true.
Like, okay, like, come on.
Yeah.
She wasn't gonna say, okay, I can't burn him.
Yeah.
He's got a red
exactly.
No, I'm saying
exactly.
they're in danger, but they still bring someone that could help.
No,
help people
they don't do that.
Okay,
No.
And not even in medieval English times when they had the feuds and stuff. No, they didn't do that shit.
You know what we saw in Game of Thrones was that, when Rob was leading the war, that it was the Silent Sisters that were taking care of them because that's how he met what's her name.
Yeah.
But they didn't show any maesters.
No.
I guess I couldn't spare them.
The Meisters was in the Citadel or in the house.
I guess
everybody little kingdom land had their own little Meisters in their house.
It makes sense to me to take at least one of the junior ones.
No.
So if someone gets sick on the road, because they had to walk to that damn battle or whatever.
Yeah, but they had places along the way, like the inn or whatever. They had people that were like maybe junior meisters or something, or witches or something in there that could cure like the upset to stomach and that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Like out in the woods. Nobody gonna take no meister to the war. No.
I'm just, I don't know.
No, because when you got wounded, and if you got wounded bad enough, no, they left you there to die.
Yeah.
You just bled out.
Part. Yeah, I'm sure. Mm-hmm. Okay. She goes on to say, all Daemon is doing these days is tripping balls. Pretty sure he's not gathering any armies.
Nope.
No, he ain't. He ain't. To treat with Daemon, what an interesting way to phrase it. How do I work this into my everyday conversation? The horses didn't choose fire. Hopefully they were a good snack for Caraxes. Well, see, so you're thinking too. Them. I thought he burned them too, but
no, he did not.
I missed that part. I know.
He did not.
Okay. At least it's not a crispy sex scene.
Thank you.
Oh no, this was actually worse. Really?
Why?
What was worse about this? I guess them talking. Him and Alicent talking when she was saying, "Are you only loyal in the bedroom at night or whatever?"
Or no, is she talking about Daemon? That sex scene.
Yeah.
Oh,
maybe he's talking about Daemon.
Daemon and the mama.
Okay, yeah, where he's hallucinating and it's the mama.
Yeah, I think she's talking about that.
The show porned us again.
Yeah.
It porned us once when we went to the brothel that time, and it was like, it's like,
that was
unexpected.
Yeah.
I am hard to shock, but
yeah.
I was like, well, that's new.
Yeah.
And they did it again with this last one. Like, okay.
They're just throwing shit in there to throw it in there now.
I ain't gonna lie. I was like, oh shit. That's what I said to my TV. I can't believe they did that shit. I thought, crazy ass motherfucker.
I know. It's like, how far can we push this envelope?
That's it. Okay. Alicent really thinks they'll put her in charge? Idiot. I can't wait for Crispy to die. I hope it's slow and painful and done by a woman.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
That
would be awesome.
And Rhaenyra would be the best choice.
Yes.
Or even Alicent.
Yeah.
Alicent would be better.
That would even be better.
Sticking too. Yeah.
Yep, sticking. No sympathy for Alicent. She got her moment in the sun and now she needs to fade away. Not surprised she takes no responsibility for the men she raised.
Mm-hmm.
That's
true. Go Jace. Go Baela. He would not dare. I laughed so hard when Rhaenyra said that. Yeah, well, he sure would.
Yeah.
Hand of the Queen. And then she says, "Mummy." I felt a few seconds of sympathy for the false king.
Yeah.
When he said "mummy."
Yeah.
Bring
I
on
did
the.
too.
You did? I mean,
I
you
did.
do kind of feel bad, but I mean, she was gown, honey. She don't care.
I didn't feel nothing.
Bring on the extended family. Super excited to hear everyone's thoughts on this episode. Sending lots of love, Kate.
Thank you, Kate.
Thank you, Kate.
Kate.
Yeah, I'm excited for this extended family they're gonna find.
Oh, you know it's gonna be something.
Mhm.
Well, the fact that they keep showing the dude who didn't leave with his sick kid.
Yeah.
I bet he's gonna be one
because he's got the white hair.
I noticed that
Yes.
this last episode. I was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
He's got the white hair.
Like, why is he so important? Like, I get they're trying to
Right.
show
yeah,
someone in the
Common.
in
town.
the
Right.
But
story.
why him? in
Right. I
specific?
think it's gonna be him. I think he's gonna be one.
Something.
But how's he gonna get out? He's
The
locked
same way
in.
that lady got in,
That's true.
Mhm.
talked to the right guard.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
But you
They
might
just
be
need the
able
right
to, because
guards.
the Smiths might, the Smiths Guild might have
Yeah.
some pull.
The
Yeah,
union
no, really.
revolt.
Union.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go on strike.
Union shop.
Shit, they ain't gonna have nothing to make anymore, probably.
Yeah.
We gonna see.
Run out of
We gonna see.
materials.
Mhm.
Okay, our next email is from Marcus. Hey, Marcus.
Hey, Marcus.
Hey, Marcus.
What's up, sisters? Wow. Here I am thinking the Sister Speak podcast was a safe space. Laughing my ass off.
Who told you that?
Up last week.
Yeah, don't do that.
You should know by now. You get ready with a quickness.
Oh,
over
yeah.
here.
We'll read you in a minute. You know I will.
Jay, definitely. I laughed till I cried watching y'all react to my email, and my face was hurting from smiling so hard. I played.
That's what you said, though. That's what you said last week. Say, yeah, a lot of times they put that shit in there just so we'll read them.
I replayed it more times than I'd like to admit.
See?
I love to make y'all laugh. I love that too. I love when y'all make us laugh.
Yeah.
Okay, let me tell you a couple or three things.
Okay.
Number one, of course it was the original OG Klondike bar.
Good. Good.
Me and LM say, yeah, we approve.
Yes.
We approve.
Yep.
I like it, but I like the Heath one too.
Ain't no Heath,
Nah.
no original.
No, original.
I'm an 80s baby, and that's all we had. No need to stray.
Yes.
I get it. Number two, because I'm an 80s baby, I can laugh about my last two waves. Sister LM squinting while looking at you. Laugh out loud. Oh my gosh. He said, I enjoyed 30 plus years of good hair. I had a box with a fade, a slope, a Gumby, a fro, braids, but only for 9 hours because that shit hurt. 9 hours? You spent time getting
for
it
9
done.
hours.
It probably took almost just as long to get the braid.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right. And my 360 waves, which I had for the most part. Y'all talk about sea snack, but I had them sea sick. Now I have salt and pepper. I have a salt and pepper beard, which trumps all that. The aunties and their nieces bend the knee. Okay, laughing my ass off. Anyway, now I will say salt and pepper beards are nice.
Yes. Agreed.
They are nice.
Agreed. Yes.
Anyway, so this episode was boring and redundant, so I don't have much to say, and I'm sure you guys have covered it well. I'll just say that this idea of Ray trying to find dragon riders through those history books sounds dumb as hell. But I do think that white-haired fella in King's Landing with the sick daughter may have a part to play. I don't know. We'll see. See?
Just said that, Sister K.
Yeah.
Anyway, love you, sisters. Seasick, the first of his name, is signing off. Bye.
Thank
He did
you,
with them two little waves.
Thank you, Marcus, aka Seasick.
Seasick.
Did anybody ever wonder if, like, okay, if he's the sea snack, then did that make Rhaenys the she snack?
Yep.
And the little one's the wee snacks?
No, he's the sea snack.
Wee snack.
Oh, that is cute, though. He's a sea snack, though, because he's out in the sea.
Because
he's
the sea snack. But
and he is snacky.
Yes, I got it. I just took it a few steps further.
I like that. She snack.
The she snack and the wee snacks.
And the wee
snacks. I like that.
The wee snacks. I like that.
That's cute. That's very cute. That's funny.
All right. Our next email is from Ray. Hey, Ray. Hey, sis. And the subject line is Hot D, Season 2, Episode 5. Harrenhal is the ghetto. Hey, sis. Hey, sisters. It is.
Oh, my gosh.
It's really the projects, really.
Oh
hey, sisters. Is Harrenhal a roach motel? Like, once you get in, you can't get out. Because why is Daemon still there?
I know.
Why is the story plot still there? And then he has a voicemail.
Okay.
Hey, sisters. This is Ray. Trying to leave a little bit of feedback for this episode. Never thought I would say this, but kind of miss Otto Hightower. I didn't like his character, no doubt, but I kind of feel like you just need, some of his wisdom or what he has, because ain't nobody on the greens right now making good decisions. So maybe they might want to consider bringing him back.
Yeah.
And Allison, did she really think that they was gonna ride for her? Like, she got mad. She tried to call up on Larys and call up on Crispy, like they was really gonna ride for her. But then she sat there pouting. Didn't feel no kind of way about her. She good. She got what she deserved. Daemon and Harrenhal, just stop. Like, stop. Move away from that storyline. That's the worst right here. Like, he was dreaming about having sex with his mother. Stop. That's even low for Game of Thrones. I get that the Targaryens do incest, but come on.
Yeah.
Move on.
Come on,
and
y'all.
he gonna take the throne from Rhaenyra? Okay, yeah, just move on, please. Move on from Harrenhal. Who y'all think is gonna be a dragon rider? So now we having auditions to ride dragons. I don't know. I mean, I was excited about it at first, but now I'm thinking, I don't see that being a good idea, because is this like going to be a loner dragon? Like, normally the people who ride dragons are the Targaryens. You grow up with them, you kind of trust them. I mean, you should, because they family, but these are going to be outsiders. So you're going to put a weapon of mass destruction in an outsider's hand and capability, because once people bond with a dragon, it's like they're dragon now, right? So even when the war is over, they get to take that dragon with them back home, and now they got power. Do you trust that you should give that kind of power to an outside entity? Like, I don't know that she should be that desperate, like, I don't know, that it just don't really seem like a good idea. But Baela. Yes, she did a wonderful job standing up to her grandfather. Definitely has the spirit of her mother and her grandmother in her. And she set that joker straight, did she not? So I hope to see more from that character. All right, that's all I got. Y'all take care.
Thank you, Ray.
Thank you, Ray. That's a really good point about the
Very
outsider.
Good point. I didn't think about that.
After the war, that's their dragon.
But even before the war is over, though, if they are bonded with a dragon, I didn't think of this, Ray. That's a good thought, because if they bonded with the dragon, who's to say that they're going to ride with you?
They switch, right. They
ride and die with you.
Right.
I got my dragon now.
Well, maybe they'll try to vet them and see where they're.
But I didn't think of that, though. That is a good.
I know that. I didn't think about that.
They're going to have to work that out.
Yeah.
Maybe they're thinking that, well, if they bond, we'll fold them into our family. They'll live here.
Or maybe they're thinking, well, but we will tell them, but you got Targaryen blood in your background, so welcome to the family. You know what I mean? And that way they'll make them feel bonded.
They'll feel like they have a stake in it.
Because otherwise, they could,
So you could betray us if you want to, but you're gonna go back to being down one of the low people. You could be up with us or something.
True.
I don't know.
That's true though. And I mean, that's just
that's interesting
to think about. That could go left.
Yeah.
Or they could just be really bad at it.
Yeah.
That too. Yeah,
that too.
Because all these folks in that currently have dragons have been taught since they were little.
Right. Yeah.
And so you're going to try to teach a brand new grown up person.
A grown up. Yeah.
There might be some kids out there. Who knows?
I doubt they're going to be looking.
They're not going to put a kid.
No, they're looking for adults because the whole purpose is to go to war.
Daemon could have all kind of kids out there because he was always at that damn rock.
That's what I'm saying. But Aemond got a bunch of kids out there too.
Yeah, because he was raping up
We've
folks.
seen his walking around.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a good point. Okay, Ray also had a tagline. Let me play that.
Okay.
I am Daemon Targaryen, and I am here to claim Harrenhal. Dude, I mean, you promise? Because this shit is raggedy. Don't nobody want this. Take it.
I love it.
And it's so true, too.
Raggedy.
Oh, my God.
But they all want it, though. And, why?
I think it's because it's
they
the
don't
biggest
realize
property.
how bad it is.
Right,
They don't know how bad it is. No.
Isn't it the biggest property of all the kingdom? So that's why they want it. Except for the North. The North is the biggest property, but, they don't bother with the North. They don't want to go up there.
Yeah, they don't want to go up there. It's cold up there. They don't want to go
It's cold. And plus, the North got their own army.
Yeah.
So you going on up there from the South, and all you know is warmth, but you going up there, and they grew up in that. You can't compete.
You're not going to make it.
No, you're not going to make it.
So
they leave them alone.
I already know. All that snow and shit.
Yeah.
Would not make it. Ray, the only thing I'll say is you didn't say your name before your tag. So maybe I can find the old tag and splice your name in there. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
Look for that on the next episode. We'll play it on the next one. Okay, our next email is from Alexis. Hey, Alexis. And the subject line is Hot D Season 2, Episode 5, capitalized King, lowercase consort.
Yeah.
Hi, sisters and family. I don't have much to say this episode. I'm pretty sure this was a breadcrumb episode to give us info to move the storyline forward. Daemon's time in Harrenhal is getting old. Give us something, anything, except him getting it on with his mom. Anything but that. Hello.
Yeah.
I know.
Well, we are seeing him. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, we are seeing him do something. We're seeing him fail.
True.
We are.
True.
That is what we are seeing.
Yeah.
I mean, the rest of it is just like him having varying degrees of realization of his failure. But we're just watching him fail.
True.
Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
In season 1, Daemon was onto something and trying to find all the unclaimed dragons. Not exactly sure what he was planning to do because the writers didn't elaborate, but it was Jace who tells Rhaenyra to look for the dragon seeds to claim the dragons. That's going to help turn the tides for sure. I don't think it has even occurred to the Greens to find unclaimed dragons or riders for them.
It doesn't appear to have, no.
No, because Alicent is the only one
looking really for the story
left. And Alicent don't like dragons. She don't like the Targaryen stuff and those. And Viserys obviously didn't spend time with those kids. So he probably didn't grow up telling them stories about the dragons and
right.
I mean, they're bonded to dragons.
He told Rhaenyra.
Yeah, he told Rhaenyra.
Yeah, he told Rhaenyra, but yeah.
But where are all the other, like, remember when Daemon ran off to Dragonstone in the first season and he stole the egg?
Mm-hmm.
Where are all the other, I mean, is that all the dragons? Because isn't there a couple of more back in King's Landing?
Oh, no.
Or are they all in Dragonstone?
Sure.
That's a good
I think they're in Dragonstone.
Yeah, because isn't that why they name it that? They named it that in the first place?
But there are some who are out in the wilderness too.
Just
right.
Like
out, but they're like, or they belong to somebody else. Sea Smoke is still there. But doesn't,
true.
is kind of free range.
And so was Laenor's dragon.
That's what she was talking about.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Alicent getting rejected for being a woman is poetic justice. Them men's wasn't going to let you sit the throne when y'all usurped Rhaenyra because she was a woman. Laugh out loud, hilarious. Them tables turn mighty quick.
The hypocrisy.
Right, the hypocrisy. Yep, thank you, Jay. Aemond's blowout is goals. He walks in every room looking like you bitches could never.
Stop. Oh, he does.
He does.
And when he be flowing.
Hey, but when he got up and went and got the little king's ball and went up to the king's spot, he was like, yeah, what?
Yeah, that look he gave Alicent.
Yeah, it was a death look.
Yep, it was.
Yeah. Love y'all, Alexis from Texas.
Thank you, Alexis.
Thank you, Alexis.
His blowout. He does have a pretty good wig, though.
He does.
Actually, all the wigs are decent.
I think so too.
Decent. They could do a little bit more with Bayless, but
no, they could do a little bit more with Corliss's because they could make it a little less Rastafarian looking to me. You know what I mean?
He needs a retie.
Yeah, he needs a redo.
He needs
a retouch. Tighten them up.
Tighten them. Okay, our next email is from Lynn. Hey, Lynn.
Hey, Lynn.
And the subject line is Hot D, Season 2, Episode 5, a.k.a. I will rule Driftmark if Bela doesn't want it.
Okay.
To the lovely sisters and fam. I know there will be lots of feedback this week, so I will just comment on a few things. Number one, the Greens are losing the will of the people of King's Landing. Yeah. I noticed that people were saying this is an abomination when Meleese's head was pulled through the streets. Yeah. The Greens don't know or respect the lore of dragons, and they don't fully embrace the Targaryen way, and it shows.
Yeah.
Crispy thought it was a flex when he said, don't they know this was a victory? No, Crispy, in the eyes of the people, you are killing their mythical creatures, and that is not considered a victory. Even the townspeople know this.
Yeah.
You're showing your weakness.
Yeah.
You're showing everybody your weakness.
Yeah.
Number two, Daemon is crazy. Why is every man in the Game of Thrones universe so problematic? So his narcissism and self-absorbed ways still have him trying to grab the throne for himself after all these years. Rhaenyra needs to kick him to the curb. He is a distraction and she can't fight the war with the Greens and the war with him at the same time. At this point, I feel like Jace could have gone and brokered the same deal that Daemon is doing at Harrenhal. There is zero about that man that feels like a ruler. And there is a reason he was not chosen for the heir.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And she told him that before he ran off a couple episodes ago. Why? Because he couldn't trust your ass to do what you need to do.
Yeah.
Number 3, I'm worried that Aemond is going to kill Helena. That's what?
Ooh. Why? I don't even get the sense of that.
The poor girl can't help being honest, and now that Aemond knows that she knows the truth about what happened to Aegon, I think her days are numbered. Alicent has zero control over him, and the council is afraid of him. It is just too late.
Wow.
I'll say this. But I mean, when she was saying, was it worth it? I was thinking, okay, now we know he's crazy. He don't mind killing nobody. Mm-hmm. So please, Helena, back up. Quit talking to him.
I didn't
Just
even
act
get
like
that.
you don't know him.
But you know what, though? I did not even get that feeling at all. I just don't get that feeling
he cares,
at all.
Who knows?
That he would hurt her.
He doesn't. Alicent knows.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, but I just don't, even if Alicent didn't know, I just don't get a sense that he feels that way about Helena. You know?
I
don't know that he cares. I don't think so. Who knows? Because I feel like he's that bold that he's like,
probably. Because he knows Crispy knows.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, he know that. Yeah.
But he also knows Crispy isn't going to say anything.
Exactly. But he also knows Helena says stuff and nobody understands her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But him. I mean, he does. But, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to hurt her at all. I really don't.
Not. You never know, because I agree with someone who said earlier, maybe it was you, Marlee. I don't think he cares who he hurts.
We'll see.
Really? We'll see. Number 4, I love me some Baela. She had me hollering when she turned down Corlys's offer to be the ruler of Driftmark. Excuse me. The way she claimed her Targaryen blood was fierce, and she is the loyalty that Rhaenyra needs.
Yeah.
I just pray that she fares better than the other people who have been close to Rhaenyra.
Yeah.
Because those numbers are looking worse and worse each week. Same for Jace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One last thing, I'm glad they finally spoke on why the unclaimed dragons remain unclaimed. And I am excited to see what that claiming process looks like next week. They are talking about looking through official family lines, but I feel like it's about to be messy as hell. For real. Next week will be the Westeros edition of the Jerry Springer Show. And all of the bastards will get in line to try to get a dragon of their very own.
Yeah, all the bastards.
Until
you
next
get a
week.
Dragon, and you get a dragon. You get a dragon.
Until next week, Lynn from North Carolina.
Oh, thank you, Lynn.
Thank you, Lynn.
Oh my goodness.
It's about to be like Jerry Springer. Mm-hmm.
They can't just come out and say, hey, we want you to come, put like a notice up. Hey, Colin.
Yeah, how are they going to do this? How are they going to do this?
Like Ray said, auditions.
They're going to have to go back and look at like birth records or something, and then just kind of go and talk to those people quietly, because first of all, they're going to have to sneak them out if they're in King's Landing. They're going to have to sneak them out.
That one guy is in King's Landing, so either he's going to have to sneak, but I have a feeling he's going to figure out a way to sneak his family out.
Especially if they can get his baby.
Yeah.
Well, like if her maesters are able to help his daughter, I feel like he'll be loyal.
Oh yeah, point. I think so too. But just give him some food. Yeah.
Shit, really? They ain't molded.
Right.
They got all kind of fish. They on the water.
Yep. Right on the water.
Boom. On the water. Okay. Our next email is from Maria.
Hey, Maria.
Hey, sisters and family, hoping to still make the cut. I'll KTSS, and here's the poem for episode 5.
Okay.
The Greens start off parading Malice through the street. No one is cheering. They don't see gods, only meat. Ali's watching Aemond, wondering if it might be his fault. Sir Crispy's avoidant, cleaning his sword with lemon and salt. A sausage fest again over at Dragonstone. The useless advisors won't leave Ray Ray alone. Mysaria reminds Ray Ray of a secret weapon, underestimating rumors among small folk. Let him. Daemon wants the Brackens to kneel, but they say we'd rather burn. He goes barbaric, undermining Ray Ray at every turn. The Lady of the Eyrie complains the dragons are too small. Meanwhile, Jace goes rogue to the Freys and promises Harrenhal. Which, how the hell is that going to work?
Well, but
the castle's full of batshit. Crazy Daemon hallucinates some more, styling himself king now, but the witch keeps shaking him to his core. Getting disregarded as an option really makes Allie tick. No previous experience necessary. All you need is a...
Oh, Lord.
We could say it on this one, Maria. Speaking Aemond, who decides to close all the gates, moldy food and sick children, he's sealing their fates. The Blacks need more dragon riders. The situation is dire. New hand Corlys wants Baela as his heir, but she's blood and fire.
I love it. Really
Love
good.
it.
Very good.
Thank you, Maria. That was awesome.
That's very good. Very good.
That was I think that was one of the best lines of the episode.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was good. That was good. Yeah.
That was great. Thank you, Maria. I know that takes some time to do, so thank you.
I know.
Yeah. And it's very clever.
Yeah.
We
Very
appreciate
clever.
it. We appreciate
it. All makes
very
sense with the
much.
episode, too.
Yep.
Exactly. Good job, Maria.
Yes. Okay, y'all. We're at our last episode, our last email of the episode. Last email of the episode of this.
Last email.
Episode.
Okay.
And
We
it's
always
from
like those.
Yes, it's from Manny. Hey, Manny.
Hey, Manny.
Hey, sisters. Okay, Sister A, I know you were saying you were a little bored with some parts of the last episode. So how do you feel about this one? Well, shit, she ain't here to tell us, but she'll tell us next time. I was about to call up old girl who said she ended up vacuuming her living room and asked if she needed her kitchen painted. That's how bored I was with this one.
I wasn't bored, but it was slow. It was slow.
I wasn't bored either. Okay. Maybe I'm just easy to please on these shows. So I'm looking at the dragons. I'm looking at the scenery. I'm looking at, okay. I usually try to do a second watch before writing in, but I'm going to wing it. Number one, the soldiers and Crisco bringing May.
That's it. That's
a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one.
That's a new one.
I like
Crisco.
I'm going to start using that. Crisco.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's either regular or the butter flavor, Manny.
No, he ain't no butter flavor. Oh, hell no.
Butter.
No, he ain't butter.
No.
He is not butter.
He's a plain one. Okay.
Yes.
The soldiers and Crisco bringing Maylise's head back to King's Landing is obviously a bad sign, and all the town folks know it. Bringing death to their doorstep as they're starving. They all see it and want the fuck out.
Mm-hmm.
2. Cordless.
Cordless.
Oh my gosh.
This is a cordless Valarian.
Cordless got on my nerves just a little bit, only because he is the only one on the Blacks Council who has true battle experience. So he didn't have the forethought to say, hey, it seems to me that Rook's Rest is a lost cause, but let's create a two-pronged attack. One dragon over to Rook's and the others over to King's Landing. I'm glad, though, it looks like he's going to be Rhaenyra's hand, because she definitely needs military experience.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's what I think they talked a little.
They would have done that had they known that Rook's Rest was a
trap.
A trap. I mean, you know.
But I still maintain they need to quit sending just one dragon out. They need to start sending 2. So that way there's some backup. Because they know that damn Vhagar is big as shit.
Yeah, that's true, though. That's true.
So anyway, I don't know how much he's actually gonna okay, hold on. It looks like he's going to be Rhaenyra's hand because she definitely needs military experience. I don't know how much she's going to actually get, though. I loved how Baela got him together. Shit, sometimes you have to let your granddaddy know you ain't no punk, and I know from real experience. Tune in to the next Ask the Sisters.
Oh.
Okay, man.
Okay, wait.
We're ready. We're ready for that.
We ready, and we're going to remind you, too.
Yep. Number 3, Daemon out here playing that fuck around and find out game. All those dreams he's having about his past actions, and he still does the same thing. He gives the Blackwoods permission to basically attack the Brackens without clear and specific instructions.
Yeah.
You're so right.
Yeah.
2 houses that have hated each other for generations, and he wants to step in the middle of them, undermining whatever goodwill the queen has in that region.
Yeah.
That is so true, which is just what happened with the baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He didn't get clear instructions.
No clear directions.
Number 4. Finally, I won't spend too much time on Alicent because I know everybody about to light her ass up. All I will say is the way those Blackwood men turned around and would have taken dragon's fire instead of letting go of their pride is how men of this world feel about a woman in power. Ladies, do y'all remember last season that little tactic Alicent pulled when Rhaenyra was in the council room? Remember that scene when the princess's milk was leaking through her dress and Alicent pointed it out to embarrass and shut her up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was on team, I don't want her, and she finally, after a lifetime of living in the palace, sees that nobody wants her either.
Yeah. You know what? That's a good point.
That's a good. You'd think, though, she would have garnered support from each person on the council individually with promises and not just the P word, before she tried to sit on the throne, Punani. And not just before she tried to sit on the throne. Side note, did you notice that she walks around freely with no king's guard now?
Yeah.
She does.
I thought she had one, though.
No.
Okay. I guess she said, forget it. Or they said, forget guarding her. I don't know. Anyway. Okay, that's me done with one PS. PS, I know how the Blacks can win this. I'm sure with the information Miss Saria gets from her whispers, all they need to do is start a propaganda campaign that Rhaenyra has food and medicine on the ships outside in the Blackwater Bay. Manny Michonne. Thank you, Manny.
Thank you, Manny.
You know what, though? That's a good point.
That would, yeah.
She might. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That is exactly what Marjorie did. That's what Marjorie did.
Remember that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Marjorie time.
Yeah.
She got in good.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Yep. She got in good with the small folk. She did.
Mm-hmm.
You're right.
You're right about that.
Of course.
Smart. Thank you all so much for your feedback. We love it.
This is great.
And
despite
a couple of y'all got a little bit long ass, we love reading all of your feedback and playing all of your voicemails. If you would like to send a voicemail or a email for next episode, send it to sistahspeak@gmail.com. We would definitely play it or read it here on the end of the episode. Thank you so much, Marlee, for being with us tonight.
Yes.
Thank you so much for
joining
having me. I had a fabulous time.
It was great.
Let people know, or do you have anything that you would like to let people know about you or where they can find you?
All right, now I'm working on some things.
Right.
Yeah, we know how that is. Yes.
I'm working on some things. I'm edging my way back into filmmaking and music and all that kind of stuff. So I will have like on Share Your Shit Saturday eventually.
Yay!
I'll have something to share.
Okay.
All right. Cannot wait.
Oh, you need to get with Sister Kat because she into that film stuff, baby.
Oh, I know. We've talked about it.
We've talked about it. Yep. Sure have. All right. Well, everyone else out there, you know where you can find us. SistahsSpeakProductions.com has links to everywhere you can find us. We have our fabulous Facebook group, Sistah Speak Nation. Come and join us over there.
Yeah.
You're seeing us here live on YouTube. Check out our channel. Of course, you need to subscribe and hit that little bell so that you can get notified. And then Patreon. Our patrons get the podcast first. They get it several days before everybody else. Mm-hmm. So head on over to patreon.com/SistahSpeak and see this podcast. Plus, we have a whole lot of other shit we do over there, y'all.
Oh, a whole bunch.
Whole lot of stuff.
And we have a new book club. That's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yes, that is fun. And we have a new book coming up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So check it out. Check it out.
Rosewater.
I'll
be sending out a notice.
If I can find my Kindle, I might. Because I have it. Like I'd forgotten the name, but I did download it.
Oh, good.
To my missing.
Oh,
Kindle.
so then it was recent that you lost it.
Yeah, it's been like in the last week.
Yeah. Oh, you just
find
you
it.
haven't lost
It's in the house.
You misplaced it,
and I've probably walked past it 85 times.
Yeah,
already, and it's just not. Because
it's just not standing out.
It's just not in plain sight,
right?
It's not. It's underneath another book, or it is like it is. I need to look fully.
Buried in the couch cushions. Check the couch cushions.
I would say the couch cushions. Yeah,
or the bed covers.
Yep.
Or actually, you know what? I lost my phone once. And it died, and I could not find it. And finally, I was looking down, and it was between the mattress and the bed frame. Just sitting right there. And I was like, how the hell did it fall down? Anyway, check your mattress bed frame perimeter.
I'll do that.
Good idea.
I know, random that I found it.
Very.
Anyway, so if you'd like to hear these kinds of random conversations, go over to Patreon. Check them out. We have them all the time. Patreon.com/SistahSpeak. All right, y'all. That is it for now. I am Sistah K.
I'm Sistah J.
I'm Sistah LM.
Marlee of the House MacLeod.
Yeah. We'll see y'all next time. Bye.
Bye.
Later.
And for all of y'all that don't know, that's for you, Will. We out.
Poor Will.